Hello and welcome to the One Stop Co-op Shop, your one stop for co-op news and playthroughs. I'm Peter, and tonight we're playing through Marvel Champions. What's up, Terence?
How's it going? Made it, survived another week. Made it to Friday. Best day of the week.
It's hard, man. These full 5 day work weeks are like, I'm not used to it with New Year's and Christmas and all that. And
Are
yeah,
you off on Monday
I am off
for
on Monday
Martin
though,
Luther King?
so
Yeah.
it isn't that hard transitioning back. But this week was tough. Although my car broke down this week as well, so there's that. Which is part of the reason I think I got sick. I was out in the cold for 2 hours waiting for a tow truck, which isn't
Oh, I'm
great.
sorry to hear that. Is it cold over there? I feel like I've been complaining it's been cold and it's like 50s here during the night after the sun sets.
Thanks, Terrence. I appreciate your sympathy there. No, it was cold earlier this week. It's been in the 50s and 60s. It's actually been a very warm winter so far, but it was in the 20s and 30s earlier this week. And of course, the day my car broke down, and it broke down in the middle of a major intersection in Baltimore, not in off to the side. So I did not stay in my car because I did not want to get smashed. Now, my car did not get smashed the entire time, but two funny things came out of it. Number one, nobody stops to help you. Literally nobody. Police officers drove by me, all different kinds of cars. And nobody stopped to help, even a little bit. The second funny thing, at least to me, that came out of that was, so I was at a light. So what happened? My car died. When, you know how your car turns off sometimes, or at least these newer cars turn off. So my car turned off, and then when it started, it didn't start back up. It stalled on the startup, and then I couldn't start it back up. So I'm stopped at this light in the first spot in the light, and every second or third light, somebody would be pulled up right behind me, right on my bumper. With my flashers are on, nobody's in the car, mind you, and just honking at the car, as if all of a sudden the flashers are going to turn off and somebody's magically going to appear and the car is going to start moving. And I mean, it kept happening over and over for 2 hours. I watched this. So yeah, interesting.
Nice. Well, my car is pretty old, so I can't corroborate your new car theory.
Yeah, my car is not even that old. I mean, it's not even my car, first of all. I haven't owned a car in 23 years. It's a company car, but it's got 70 plus thousand miles. And it's a 2020. So I put a few miles on my car every year, or my company car every year, which is hence why we have company cars. Because
I have a I think 2009 Toyota Matrix, and it has less miles than that car.
yeah. Oh no, I drive well over, not well over, I guess, but I drive certainly over 20,000 miles a year. And my territory is not even that big, ironically, and it's no big trips. It's literally just hours of driving every day. So, hence why I listen to a lot of podcasts, hence why we made a podcast, which led to the YouTube channel, which led to the YouTube streaming channel, hence all of that.
Do you just listen to yourself, your own podcast?
I do
while you're
not,
driving?
because I edit our podcast for 3 hours every week.
So you're like, I'm done. I've already done that.
I won't listen. I listen to our podcast when I'm not on. So I listen to every episode that I'm not on. And sometimes I'll listen to the beginning of my episodes just to make sure that the volume sounds right and everything else. If I was worried about the audio quality, because I can do some touch-ups and re-upload the track. So I will sometimes listen for that just to make sure, but I usually even do that before I upload it. So no, very rarely do I listen to episodes I'm on, which is why they are the least downloaded. I download all the other episodes 1,000 times each. No, I'm just kidding. Not at all. But
Inflate those numbers.
yes, well, that nobody
Heard it
can
here
see
first.
and nobody cares. Honestly.
You just do it for Mike.
Yes. Well, Mike doesn't even look. Mike doesn't even care. Are you kidding? Nobody cares. Nobody at all. We do have a lot of chat out there already. Friday Night Champions will probably fall asleep sooner than I'd like. Been a long work week, says Victor. Well, Victor, we will try to make this as entertaining as possible. Victor also says an oldie but a goodie, Green Goblin. So this is, and people might wonder what the thumbnail was about. It's a picture of a minion. This is our minion specific episode. So we are going to be fighting against probably lots of minions because Mutagen Formula is very well known for minions. Plus the modular you picked is a minion heavy modular. Is that correct?
No, actually, there aren't a lot of minions, but it Guerilla Tactics. I guess we're allowed to talk about, right? Guerilla Tactics from
Sure.
the Sinister Motives box is the one from the Sinister Six one, and
Okay.
it's not minion specific, but it is about enemies. So I've seen Sinister Six. You're like potentially getting a lot of those villains out, so they count as enemies, and so it has like those side schemes that are like every enemy gets like an acceleration token or
Gotcha.
plus card or whatever, right? So like it is about like I thought
Buffing
it
the
was like
minions or
a
whatever.
neat flavor with Green Goblin of like
Sure.
Green Goblin spews enemies out and having a thing that's like not specific to minions, but minions are enemies.
Gotcha. Cole Miller says these darn newfangled cars turning themselves off. Yeah. No, that's a feature I totally hate. Victor says I was in Baltimore last weekend. I didn't see anyone broke down, so I'm guilt free. Well, thanks, Victor. I appreciate that. All right. So let's talk about our decks, shall we? Let's get into our deck specifically. So I am using Ironheart because we haven't played her a lot on the channel. Oh, so the discussion at the end of the thing today, before we get into our decks, is going to be about minions as well. We're going to talk about like different ways to deal with minions, some cards specifically that deal with minions. I gave Terence no preparation for this, so we're just going to wing it, but that's kind of what we do anyway. But we'd love any feedback from you all on your favorite way to deal with minions. If Brant's out there, we know his favorite is go with Rocket against Ultron. And we'll talk about that as well when we get done here.
I feel like you say that like in the past you give me lots of heads up and prep for our topic discussions. You don't just tell me
never.
at the start of the show.
But actually we had one ahead of time this time, which is brand new. Usually we just talk about whatever. So we are going to try to copy our podcast format a little bit here, where we have our discussion at the end match what we're playing for the day or something that's relevant in which we've always done, something kind of relevant and what's going on, but in the community. But we're going to try to keep it a little more focused on, what we played that day as well. So it's kind of cohesive. At least in my mind, that's what we're doing. We'll see if it actually works or not. All right, so look forward to that discussion at the end. But first, we are going to play, and I'm playing with an Ironheart deck. If you don't know Ironheart, she actually has 3 different alter ego / hero cards. She has 3 forms. Riri Williams doesn't change, does she? No.
Yeah, her ability changes her action.
Oh.
So like at first it's resource, and then it's like like
spend a resource or 2 resources of any type to put a progress. So 1 resource that has to be mental to put a counter on her, and we'll talk about what those counters are in a minute. Then it's 1 of those or 2 of any type to place a counter, and spend 1 resource of any type. I did not ever pay attention to that. So that changes, but more importantly, her Ironheart's changes. So the 2 things to pay attention to are her thwart stat. No, her attack and defense don't go up, but they're pretty stinking ridiculous anyway. Her thwart stat goes up, and her hand size goes up. So she has 10 hit points, 4 hand size in the second form, so her thwart goes to 2, 5 hand size, and then 3 and 6 hand size. So pretty ridiculous at the end. Plus, she gets to use those counters. So the counters are like experience for her. They're progress counters. 6 of them lets her go to her next form. 6 again lets her go to her final form. And then they do 2 damage each. And it's not limited once per turn. So it's pretty ridiculous. You could just do like 26 damage at the end if you just got enough counters on her. So as you can guess, this deck is all about getting counters. It is a little bit of just to see stuff too, but it's certainly about getting up to that 3 thwart and getting those counters out. So what helps us do that? Well, ingenuity is a great skill for geniuses. You only have to play it when you're a genius, but you can use it on either side. It says resource. It doesn't say hero resource. It doesn't say alter ego resource. So I can use it, of course, to get that 1 resource we need to start getting those progress counters, or it's just nice having a 2 resource generator or a resource generator for 2 is pretty ridiculous.
Yeah, it's also great in Justice because there's so many kickers that trigger off mental.
Yeah, I don't know how many I have though, honestly.
You have 4 Justice at least.
Yes, and that's part of the reason I put it in actually was because of that. So yes, you are correct. We have Go for Champions, which is maybe the best card in the game. Each champion character may not take damage until the end of the round, which means you don't take consequential damage for your allies, and then of course you can't take damage from enemies as well. It's just stupidly good.
Is max for one per deck?
It is 1 per deck. So that is the That's the rub there, I guess. I got a couple sonic rifles because we both want to flip down, honestly. We'll see when we get to Terence's She-Hulk deck. We both want to flip down. I want to flip down to get counters, and just because I'm going to be taking some damage, I'm not going to use that 3 defense is great, but I don't use it a whole lot early in the game specifically. Well, I'd probably use it more early than late, but yeah, I mean, 3 recovery is just as good as that, so... yeah, I want to be flipping down. I got Avengers Mansion because part of the theme of this deck is also getting through the deck, and that's what this middle row is here. Because a lot of the Riri Williams cards will give you these progress counters, so you just want to get them as quickly as possible. Plus, she's got a lot of build-up, so all these cards in the middle row here help me get cards or cycle my deck faster to get to those cards I need faster. So, of course, Avengers Mansion lets me draw a card. Champion's Bunker lets me draw 2 cards and then discard 2. So you're not getting card advantage from it, but you are getting to cycle your deck. That's a kind of a luxury card. If I can get it, great. If not, I'm not that worried about it. Skilled.
Does it feel bad that this is better than like Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch's native like alter ego?
Is it
villain?
though?
Yeah, you get to draw first. The other ones you have to discard first.
That's true. Yep. I mean,
like that's huge difference, right? Like you
but
can
those are
discard
innate,
any
and
2
this you have
cards.
to pay for.
Just
And it's 2. It's not even very cheap. It's like 3 cards. Honestly, if I were to remove something from the deck, it would probably be Champion's Mobile Bunker. I don't think it's a great card. It's fine. Like I said, my goal a lot of times is to get through and get cards I need. So it helps you do that. But I don't anticipate playing it unless, like I said, I just draw into a really good hand that I don't need the resources for anything else. But again, I find that I don't play it more times than not when I play.
I actually really like it in Champions, especially for people like Ironheart or Nova who like have really particular like signature cards they want.
Yes, that's
like,
true.
And so being able to kind of fish for those help a lot.
Sure. All right, Skilled Investigator, same thing. I got 2 of those, one for Terence and one for me. There are 8 side schemes in this, so that's good. So that'll let you draw cards also whenever you get rid of a side scheme. And hey, one way or another, let you draw 3 cards and pull a side scheme out, which helps you get the Skilled Investigator. So I got 3 of those, one way or another. And then at the bottom here, things to help deal with threat under surveillance. Terence asked me if I was going to run under surveillance. I'm like, dude, when do I not run under surveillance? It's like one of my favorite.
I haven't been running them a lot recently in my Justice decks, but
it's good for lower player count games. I do agree above 2 players, it's not as great. But certainly for solo and 2-player games, I think it's really good. Heroic Intuition gets me that 3 thwart stat up to 4, which is never bad. 4 Justice lets you thwart for 4, basically. Once you get that Ingenuity out specifically, it's definitely, you can have that mental resource every time. But even thwarting for 3 is pretty good. And Agile Flight, have you used this card very much?
I have not, mostly just because it feels expensive.
It is expensive, but it's among schemes, so you can split it. It's 5 thwart. You do have to be aerial, but every one of Riri's forms after her first one is aerial. So, and that usually happens turn 2 or 3. So early in the game, I wouldn't be playing these anyway. She's a build-up deck. I'm going to be wanting to play these top cards first time through the deck, but second time through the deck. It's actually not a bad card. And 3 resources, while it seems like a lot, especially for a low hand size character, by the time she can play it, she's going to have at least a 5 hand size, if not a 6 hand size. So not only that, but also she gets a lot of resources with one way or another, Skilled Investigator, Avengers Mansion. So once she's built up, it's actually not that expensive for her because she just has so many cards in hand.
Yeah, I feel like this is kind of like a combo card though for like setting up plays for other stuff, like either Command Team, the one I played last week that allows you to finish off a scheme with an ally that does 2 damage.
Sure.
Or even the odds, like the one that's like remove X, where X is the number of players per scheme, and then like each one like does damage to the villain or something, right? Like
I thought about that. I did not put even the odds in. I thought about it though, but for Justice just looked better. And Agile Flight, I just wanted to try out more than anything. And I think Agile Flight would also be good if you have that thing that's like put it on a scheme, remove equal amount of threat from another scheme, because getting 5 all at once is pretty good. And that'll let you get 5 off of 2. excuse me, which seems pretty good. But I don't have any of those cards in there. I'm doing it by itself. But I mean, it's still a pretty good card. So
Yeah, I'll be curious how many times you actually play that.
probably 2 or 3 is my guess. All right, Terence.
Times?
Yeah.
Seems high. Yeah, so I have a She-Hulk deck. I've been kind of going back in this new year on some of the older stuff and just kind of seeing what how some of the older cards or the newer cards kind of fit in with some of the older heroes.
Yep.
I'm gonna pull out some cards that you didn't pull out for me. Peter did this, and
that's because I already had pulled out 10 cards, Terence. We don't need 50.
But mainly, like, I'm pulling these out because these are kind of the new cards that have come out in Mutant Genesis.
Sure.
That we've seen, and it's kind of one of the reasons I want to revisit She-Hulk. Having Professor X, I think for anyone, being able to get a Confuse for 3 feels really good, and I think opens up a lot of these kind of aggression or flippy heroes that may not be able to deal with threat as well.
Sure.
And just getting innate 3 thwart is really good, right? He can solve a lot of problems, I think, for characters like She-Hulk.
Or Hulk, I guess, too.
Yeah, or Hulk. And then Psylocke and Aggression, I think, is a game changer as well. Like, 4 cost, you can basically confuse twice. And so between these 2, you get 3 confuses through 1 kind of cycle through your deck, right? Which seems really strong in a deck that does want to flip a lot. So that coupled with the like her innate like I object superhuman law division, which can help mitigate, but doesn't really take that into account, or doesn't really like. It's not like a strong thwart, but it does help mitigate a little bit for being down on the other side.
Sure.
Other than that, I want to just leverage kind of her high attack, or not high attack, high health. So endurance, obviously, to get even more health.
Yep.
And then I have crew cores in here to kind of heal. She has really high healing at 5, so if I have to in a pinch, I can, probably heal twice. And then with limitless stamina,
that's one of the best new cards for these high health heroes. It is so good. Ready your hero.
I'm not even running Death Focus, but it's still 1 cost. Super great, right?
Yeah.
So like it still allows you to potentially like even heal, and if you have it in your hand, you can flip and then still ready yourself, or vice versa, right? Like do something on your hero side, ready yourself, flip down, heal. That's happened a bunch while I played. But yeah, but I want to try out basically just leaning into her high health pool and seeing what that does. When I've played solo, I've actually had counterattack, so that costs 1, it's an upgrade, which is great. So you can actually play it on a previous turn and still draw those 4 cards into your hero side hand.
Yep.
And there isn't actually a limit on the damage. So I've actually like killed a villain because they've gotten a high boost card and won the game from off of counterattack, because I've been able to solve that. And
because you can survive them.
Yeah, you can survive them because like she can get up to 18 health, which is like almost as much as some of the villains have.
I thought she could get
and one
more.
of the nice things.
Didn't she have another card?
Well, 18. 3 that's 3, so 15 plus 3 is 18, so 18 in total.
All right, I thought she had another card for some reason that gave her more health, but
no.
All
right. I think that's Hulk that does.
Okay, yeah.
He is the one that gives you like +4. But yeah, you can, and this also combos well with like Gamma Slam if you can, coincidentally, luckily time that as well.
Yeah, take a big hit.
Taking that damage, you take a big hit, and then you can not only do you hit him back, or you also then get the Gamma Slam on the following turn.
Yep.
And then you'll pay for that. Unfortunately, it does have a limit of 5, which honestly isn't super hard to hit with a lot of villains. But like trading that health pool, especially for someone like She-Hulk, into threat removal, which is one of her big weaknesses, for 1 cost feels really good. So that's something like saved my bacon a few times.
And then flipping, you obviously surprise attack. That makes sense. And then just resources, meditation, really good. You can exhaust on Alter Ego to draw additional 3 cards.
No, it's not draw. It's like to pay for.
Helps you pay 3 less on something. Now it's really 2 less because you do pay the card itself. So you're paying 2 less for exhausting yourself.
Being able to put out either of her Focus Rages, which costs 3, that does the damage to draw cards.
Yep.
Helicarrier. Can't do Quinn Carrier, unfortunately, but you can do Professor X or Psylocke or Hellcat.
Absolutely.
So she has really good targets on the first pass and some decent ones on the second pass. And even if not, it's a mental, which is the kicker I need for Superhuman Law Division on Alter Ego anyway. So it's almost never like a dead card.
Cool. All right. Well, let's go ahead and shuffle them up and get going. We'll talk a little bit about the scenario. We talked a little bit about it earlier. We are playing against Mutant Genesis, which is a very minion-heavy game. We also put in not under surveillance. Oh my gosh, what's it called? What's the modular, Terence?
Guerilla Tactics.
Guerilla Tactics, which boosts all those minions, which Terence talked about earlier. All right, but we got when revealed, deal 2 encounter cards to each player, and then when they attack and damage you, he's going to add a threat to the scheme. So, yep, there is that. Starting with 3 cards on turn 1 is always fun. After you defeat it, you get 3 more cards plus the boost, which makes it 4, which is great. All right, Brawn, when exhausted, gives you a free resource, is pretty good, but I got some other stuff I kind of need more.
Wow, really?
So goodbye,
This
Brawn.
hand.
Goodbye, that. Ooh, flyover. Remove 3 threat and place a progress counter 2 if you remove the last threat. Oh, and I got ingenuity. All right. Under surveillance is going away. Sorry, Terence.
I just got like a Garbo hand, dude.
Did you? I got like a too good of a hand.
Well, Garbo hand is that I had to pitch split personality, which always feels bad. Because I had Helicarrier and Focus Rage. It's like, you can't play 3 3-cost cards. So I get both of those. And I drew my second Focus Rage. And Superhuman Law Division and Endurance.
Oh, so you
and
got great cards, but nothing to pay for them. And I have nothing to help you, unfortunately.
That's fine.
I have too good a hand, too, honestly. But at least I got one way or another, which might help counter that a little bit. All right, I'm going to put Vivian in. I'm going to put Sector Scan in. Going to do both of those to pay for Ingenuity, which again is a free mental resource, basically the rest of the game. So what do you think? Do I get a counter now? Or do I save it to pay for these two? Because drawing 3 cards, I can definitely pay for both with this. But if I get a double resource, then I kind of didn't use the mental then, which is a little sad. But I think I'm going to save it, not get that one
I think you
counter.
save it because flyover gets you 2, right?
Yep. I mean, you'd like to get 3 this turn and then 3 next turn to, like, get right there. But worst case scenario, if I get 3 this turn, 2 next turn, as long as I'm down, I can get the 3rd one next turn. Or the turn after. So I can go pretty quickly to get to the... What?
I probably should have actually kept split. So we could have... Are you staying down this turn? You're not.
Well, probably not with flyover and propulsion jets, which let me remove threat equal to my version number. So I wasn't planning on it. Oh, so you could flip back down and draw back up? Was that why?
Yeah, for split.
It's fine. We might not both... I mean, honestly, I'm going to need more flipping early than late. But we'll figure it out. Hopefully we get at least one confused, and that way we don't lose the first scheme right away. But we'll figure it out. I could probably remove all the threat from here, maybe. I don't know. That's going to be tough, too. All right. Anyway, I'm flipping. Bottom line, I'm going to one way or another. Should I search for the one that gives us a minion, or search for a different one instead?
No, I think you take
the
one that you can easily clear.
I mean, I can easily clear, so this is 1 per player. It's only 2. But I can easily clear a 4, actually.
I don't think you want an overrun.
Each enemy gains hazard icon, and then get this crap out of here.
Dude, you can just take Goblin Reinforcements if you want to.
Which one's Goblin Reinforcements?
It's 2. You place 1 for each Goblin minion.
Here's the problem. I've got something that does 3,
you probably want...
right? So unless you want me to just thwart myself and use those boosters, I could use flyover, but it won't clear the main is the problem. I want something that I can clear. So why don't I do the 4-1 this time? Hide in the shadows?
Hidden in shadow? Sure.
So that gives 4. Now that does not let me thwart the main very much. But...
you don't know what you're drawing.
Well, that's true. All right. So, well, I don't know. I want to pay for these 2 cards. So we'll draw 3. Stark AI is tough to lose. Oh. I mean, I can hold one card. So I guess I hold Propulsion Jets.
Over Tony Stark, man?
No, I play Tony Stark is what I'm saying.
Oh, I see. I mean, you
So
play that now, right?
1-2, play Tony Stark's AI, right? So what that lets me do is look at the top 2 cards, add 1 to my hand, discard the other. So 1-2. It doesn't matter.
I mean, you're not playing either.
Not
of those,
playing
right?
either of those. They're too expensive is right. All right, so now I got my resource. No, not yet. Sorry. First thing I'm doing is thwarting for 1. Then I got my resource. I play Go for Champions. And I fly over, remove 3 threat, place 1 progress counter, 2 if it clears all the threat, which it does. So that's 2. This is gone. And I am finished. I'm going to hold on to Propulsion Jets, obviously.
Do you think it's worth me staying down then?
If you want to. I mean, you've got a fine hand to stay down, right?
I mean, I think I dump hand for Helicarrier and just put in Superhuman and then hold the other Gamma, right?
Yeah, I mean, the only negative is I didn't thwart down main at all. But I think we'll be fine. If we lose the first game, we lose the first game. The second one's not that much worse.
Alright.
Because we're not going to have a lot of minions in play anyway, right? So I think we'll be okay.
Yep.
So theoretically, it could even be better. The second one. All right, I got Ronnie and Propulsion Jets, so I'm pretty sure I know what I'm doing next turn. And Skilled Investigator for one of us, although I got 4 Justice. Oh, man. Decisions are rough this game already. So we're going to add 2 to the main scheme.
I can prevent one.
Oh, yes, you can. And then I'm going to get attacked. I'm not going to do anything about... well, I'll defend it. If I get lucky, then no threat gets added. And I did get lucky. So 2 attack. So he doesn't add threat. We'll go ahead and have him scheme against you for 2. Plus 2 is 4. That's less lucky. And then we got 57 cards to deal with. Oh, you got it. Shadows of the Past. Card 1. Turn 1.
Well, Skill Investigator's good now.
Sure. You know what's good now? Nothing. Nothing at all is good now. Why?
Tough.
That is a tough first draw. Always. Okay, let's see. Lucas von Bardas. Or Bardas. When Lucas von Bardas has tough status card, she gets +1 scheme and +1 attack. Forced response. After the villain phase ends, give her the tough status card. Lovely. And then we got this garbage over here. Lucia von Bardas has taken control of Latarvia and will stop at nothing to prove the country's might once and for all. Once Lucia von Bardas, by the way, I'm sure I'm saying that wrong, is in play, this card gains a hazard icon. Oh, lovely. So do I get an extra card right now? No, we already drew our card.
No.
When Luca is not in play, the card gains an acceleration. Well, sure. Why not? All right. And the villain attacks
There you go.
Why not? I mean, you're excited by that? 3 damage on me and 1 threat on the main?
Sure.
Victor says, starting out right. Cody says, Tony Stark AI is an alter ego action. No!
No, it's not. It's an action.
Oh, action. Action. Exhaust it. Nice. All right, Cole. Well, thank you, but thanks for having us check it. But no, apparently it's not, which is better than not. Victor says she is a pretender to my throne. Destroy her. Caught off guard. Discard an upgrade or support you control. That's not good.
Oh man, what do you pick?
I mean,
guess...
Stark AI. I think it's... Oh, I don't know. That lets me get through my deck faster. And it gives you a resource every turn anyway, right? So I think it is Ingenuity, which is sad, but... Yeah, that's why I would have loved to get Skilled Investigator out, by the way.
Oh, here you go. Did you want some side schemes?
I mean, no. Each goblin enemy, including green goblin, gets +1 attack. Sure.
Assault surges. What's the next card? Go. Cool.
Wait,
Do you
what?
like side schemes?
So we're gonna have to prioritize these. Seems like the top one is the worst. Well, I mean, it seems like main is the worst right now.
Okay.
I mean, we're both gonna be
Cool.
down this
No,
turn.
I'm going up. I'm going up.
Oh, you're already down. And you're first player. So let's go ahead and figure out your turn. This is
She does have
bad.
tough now.
Yes, this is bad. This is all very bad.
This is all very bad.
I mean, yeah, Cole says just double checking. Thanks. Yep. All right. You do have limitless stamina and 1-2 punch,
Uh-huh.
so you can punch a lot. You could be punching
Yeah,
McPuncher soon.
I'm trying to think, like, ground top's honestly not terrible, but
Oh, hold on. Let me do Tony Stark's AI first. Let's see. Second skilled investigator, or I mean, there's no way I could play.
Are you playing Spider-Man?
No, there's no way. I might not be able to play the skilled investigators with the lack of resources I have.
All right. Yeah, probably not doing this. All right, so let's remove 2 off something.
What do you
What do
think?
you want? Do I do main?
Yeah, probably, right? Unless we just don't care about losing main this turn. I mean, this is pretty rough.
Does me removing 2 off of that help you?
I mean, I could for justices. I don't have any mental resources. That was the
That's
one
fine.
negative. But
'Cause
that
2
is
gets
3.
it down to 3.
But then I'll
So
have to
should
choose
we do that?
between putting Ronnie out and I don't put my Jets out, or I hold both. I don't know. It's tough. Like, I'm in a tough spot with my hand right now. Well, anyway, let's just yeah. So you're gonna take 2 off of this?
I mean, what you're the
Yeah, take 2 off of
Justice
this.
player,
It's
so
fine.
you
I'll
pick
get rid of it.
where you want to go. All right, so flip up. I mean, obviously you burn tough off, right?
Oh, with your little poke damage, 2 damage.
Yeah.
And then what do you punch for? 3. That's a
Yeah, it's
little
unfortunately 1
sad.
short. That's why the ground stomp is honestly nice to like kind of make that difference there.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, probably. Let's see, focus rage, take a damage, draw a card. Well, that's also sad. I'll
You're
probably
1
hold
short.
that. Yeah. I probably burn everything to kill your
Yep. So you hit for 3,
person in
ready,
front of you.
and hit for 3 again.
Yep.
Yeah, because we don't want her scheming for 3. That would be very bad. Plus, an acceleration on this is not as bad as a extra card draw on this. I mean, the question is, do I flip down this turn?
That's a good question.
Or, I mean, a 4-card hand size is sad when I'm probably going to have... I mean, do I just get rid of Propulsion Jets, which is also sad, to put Ronnie in?
Ryan's only worth putting in if you're doing
If I'm flipping down?
if you're flipping down.
Well, I'm going to for Justice. I mean, that's sad too, right? Getting rid of 2 skilled investigators.
I mean, you probably dumped the propulsion jets are nice. They're just not great right now. And you'll cycle through your deck, right? You're like halfway through.
Well, but I could also do 2 skilled investigators and put out Ronnie and not for Justice, but I think that's probably the wrong call also. Just to thin my deck a little.
Are you dumping both?
I have to.
No, dude. You put a skill investigator out, and you play for Justice with propulsion and your other skill investigator. You draw a card and then you play
Oh,
Ronnie.
I got you. So I got you. Yeah, so put 1 out on myself, and then I pay for Justice with these 2. Remove it, and then I do this to draw a card.
Well, now this changes things.
I mean, does it? I have no way to get rid of unless I draw something.
Let me...
Do I bring
I mean, you
another?
draw 3 cards, right?
Yeah. But which one would I put in? The double acceleration one that's going to give us another minion? There's no good answer to that, right?
Well, this is popping. Well, actually, it's not necessarily popping if you stay up, right?
Yeah, that's why I was asking.
You've what else do you have? You have 4 justices in your deck. Flyovers, 2 of.
Yeah. I mean, I could probably get rid of one of these if I draw 3 cards. I mean, not necessarily, though. Like, that's the problem. Nothing's guaranteed at this point. I think I stick with the original plan. Do we care about losing this first scheme? Is the question. Do I stay up? Well, either way, I'm putting Ronnie in. I'm just going to do that.
I mean, do you think you'll be able to do a lot of thwarting next turn?
Not if I stay up. Right? That's the problem. I have a 4-card hand size right now, and I'm not getting closer to leveling up. But we got none of our confused stuff. I mean, I did have a sonic rifle, to be fair, but there's no way I was affording it.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. Tough call.
I mean, I think I go down because this is gonna pop pretty much no matter what next turn. I mean, because if he does damage to us, it's gonna pop, right? Like, so.
Yep.
I mean, I don't think it matters. All right, I'm gonna do that. Get an extra counter on, and say I'm good. All right. Okay. So we're gonna add 2 here. With an acceleration, so 3. So it's actually going to pop before you go, which is actually bad. I didn't think about that. Yep, that's what's going to happen, though. And we will just deal with the consequences. Cole says, there's a lot of tough decisions in this one. I don't envy you guys. Yeah. I do have Agile Flight. The question is, well, I have one way or another also. So next turn is definitely going to be a one way or another turn, and we'll figure all that out. I have Moon Girl. I don't have I do have a lot of mental with one way or another in these things. So it can almost be free, but whatever. All right, so we're up to 13. He's going to attack you.
There's no way I block all that unless it's 0. So I think I just eat it and it pops, right?
Yep. So it's 3. This pops. This goes away. Advanced stage 2B, so this is going to be at 4 per player, which is 8. Yep. And then it's going to go up based on the number of goblins, which isn't that bad, actually. It's going to be less acceleration now, actually, unless we have goblins in play. Now the goblin's going to attack you for another 1. 2, that's right. Oh, so you took 4 damage, actually.
Yep.
Because of Goblin Nation. I will get rid of that garbage, hopefully. And then he's going to scheme against me. Goblin schemes for 2, plus another 2 is 4. Which means we're halfway to losing this one as well, which is not wonderful.
Nice.
I mean, we're both build-up heroes is part of the hard part. Plus, you get 1,000,000 cards turn 1. Plus, we got Shadows of the Past turn 1. So
Here we go.
You got some minions to kill. What's this? Attach to the villain. 2 indirect damage and discard it. I don't really care about that.
Pumpkin bombs.
Yeah. All right. So I am first player. We are going to start with Tony Stark's AI. Oh, there we go. Okay. Well, I'll discard one of those, keep the other. Is 4 enough to kill one of your dudes? Yes, it is. So I'm going to be killing one of your dudes. I'm going to Ronnie first to get this up to 4. I'm going to flip up. Do I one way or another first?
You always one way or another
So
first.
one way or another.
Because you want to see
So
the
I can
cards.
thwart for 2 inherently, so I'll do the one that gets out goblins this time, right?
Do we want more goblins this time?
I mean, can you punch a lot of goblins? I'm killing one of yours, right?
No, I mean I only have the. Well, I guess I can take a damage.
All right, so that puts that out there. 2, 3. I mean, we could deal with the 2 acceleration too, but we probably don't want to. Okay. I do have agile flight, and I will be aerial. So we'll see. All right. So what's the ordering here?
Is she aerial on her second form?
Yes.
No. Oh, she is.
She is. That's what I'm saying. All right. So let me do this. Do you want me to kill this dude? I can kill this dude.
Or wait, can you? You can.
I can punch him and then kill him. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm punching him for 1, and then I'm going to spend my strength to pay for photon beam. Photon beam deals 4 damage, and I get 2 progress counters, which puts me up to 6. Kills him, and then remove 6 progress counters from Ironheart, ready her, and swap to version 2. Which seems good. Which is why I punch first. Well, actually, I punched for 2 anyway, by the way. It wasn't even 1. So now I have a 5-card hand size, which is way better. I thwart for 2, which is also way better. So do I just innately thwart this and see what happens? See what I draw? For both.
I mean, did you draw your 3? You didn't draw your 3 cards, did you?
You are correct. I did not draw my 3 cards. That would have been good.
There we go.
That seems better. Okay. By the way, I skilled investigator to draw another card as well.
You didn't clear anything yet.
Oh.
Put it back.
Yes. Well, that's what I'm asking. Do I just thwart this with my normal thwart or do you want me to agile flight it down?
That's up to you.
I mean, agile flight, 5 threat seems pretty good. Split how we want. Certainly get rid of this and start working on this.
Yeah.
All right. So that's 1, 2. I don't know. What do you think, Wasp?
Why don't you just do?
Oh yeah, I can do Stroke of Genius.
Yeah.
Stroke of Genius for Moon Girl is good though. I don't think I'm doing Moon Girl. So if I'm not doing Moon Girl, well, Moon Girl 1, 2.
Are you doing Moon Girl?
Well, that's a question, right? Because I mean, Moon Girl will let me draw cards right now. So if I pay with these 2, and what? Mobile Champions Bunker? Just pay with these 3 and get Moon Girl?
I mean, you can do 1, 2, 3 if you're not playing Wasp.
Well, I don't know if I'm playing Wasp or not. That's a question. Because I'm going to be drawing 2 cards. Because Moon Girl lets you draw 1 for each mental resource. That's why I want to do Sonic Rifle and Stroke of Genius for sure. That'll let me draw those 2 cards back. And the question is, what's the 3rd card? Is it Wasp?
I think you dump Wasp.
I mean, she is a 2 thwart 2 cost ally that can chump for you.
All right, then.
I mean, would you keep Mobile Champions Bunker over
her? Potentially, just because it is out of my deck and is.
Yeah, I'm gonna go the other way. All right, so that's 1, 2. This does give me 1 counter. After you spend this card as place 1 progress counter on your identity, so it's 2 mental and a regular. Moon Girl says after you play Moon Girl from your hand, draw a card for each mental. I use 2 mental, so I draw 2 cards. All right. So I do have another photon beam if you need me to help kill stuff. Well, I think you
pop this with yourself
thwarting.
And then you see.
I agree. Yep. I feel better now that I have an attack card because I didn't feel comfortable before the attack card. You know what I mean?
That's where Mobile Champions Bunker is so good though. Like you can fish for that stuff, man.
Oh, I also have a 4 Justice now, by the way. All right. So that's gone. So what does it say? Flip until you get a minion. Oh no, each player discard 2 cards.
So these are your 2. You get that.
It's not great. Oh, it's not bad. It's not a terrible
It gets tough though. Well, that feels good. I'll take both of those.
So the negative is I can't thwart the main. Oh no, I can't thwart side seams. But that's fine. I can do all 5 on the main here with Agile Flight if we want.
I mean, do you do that or you just do 4 Justice?
I guess 4 justice is 4. You pay if I pay for it with Agile Flight. I'd like to get Avengers Mansion out too, honestly. So, do you mind if I Avengers Mansion here and see what happens next? So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's Mansion. I'm gonna draw the card to pay for 4 justice. Well, hold on. Actually, stop. I'll shuffle it. The question is, do you want me to draw the card, or will you give me Helicarrier to draw the card? Would you rather have the card, or
I'm not looking for anything specific right now.
Well, the problem is if I draw a card, I'm going to deck this turn. If I don't draw a card, I don't deck this turn. Does that make sense?
How much do you care about decking right now?
I mean, do we want an extra card with all this crap on the board? I don't know. I'd rather wait a turn, I think.
Sure, whatever. I don't care. It's fine.
All right. So I'm going to shuffle this so I don't cheat. All right. So it's 1.
Do I get to draw the card then?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, so go ahead and draw it now if you want. Oops. So the second one was a mental resource. So 4 justice is going to remove 4. And of course, off main. Because I can't do a side scheme right now, unfortunately. With this jobber sitting in front of me. I do a Moon Girl. Moon Girl can thwart whatever Moon Girl wants, right?
No, the player.
Oh.
The player.
So what do you want me to do with Moon Girl? Thwart main? Punch the tough off? Do you have a preference? I think we just thwart main, right? Just keep us under control.
I think you thwart main.
Because I am the that is my job. All right, so I'm done.
All right, I will probably kill this guy.
Yeah, makes sense.
Not use meditation.
Pay 3 for Hellcat.
Yep.
Seems good.
Thwart 2. Should I do side then? Since you can't.
Can you do all off of a side, or do you just want to start working on it?
2 gets it within natural thwart of yours, but I can always do main instead.
Yeah, I mean, unless we're getting rid of Lace Side's decoy, it doesn't matter. Now, if I had that stupid boots, I could exhaust it. That is not a thwart. That would take 2 off because I'm on level 2.
It does allow me. I mean, Hellcat could then clear it next turn.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, why don't you do 2 offside? Because main isn't in any huge trouble right now. I'll put the damage on her.
Huh. Do I try to draw into a mental for a health?
What's a health? Oh, what would you need a mental for?
Superhuman. Well, that changes things. I will take that heal, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, you ready yourself up. Yes.
Heal to 11.
Yeah, that's way better than crew quarters healing you for 1. For sure. So limitless stamina ready to flip to do that. Yep. Oh yeah, with you flipping down, I didn't think about that. So I get 5 cards now.
But I can dump my hand next turn for legal practice, though. Remove 5.
I mean, that seems like the worst idea ever. That card is so not great. All right, so this is an acceleration now, so we get 1, 2. Would it be 3? But you'll stop one of them. Then I get attacked. This is just goblins, right? Yeah. So green goblins attacking for 3, and then 2 consequential. Do I defend this?
You could jump with Moon Girl.
Oh, I forgot about Moon Girl.
She's 1 health.
Absolutely. So 3 plus nothing.
He does hit for 2, unfortunately.
He is. So Moon Girl. So it does add 1 though, because it's anytime they damage you. I don't think it's your identity, right?
You is your identity.
Oh, so it doesn't add 1.
Yes,
but
you get to cheese it with jumping.
Punch 2, and then he's gonna punch me for 2.
Wait, who punches you for 2?
The goblin bombs. They're gone though.
Oh, gotcha.
Pumpkin bombs.
You're gonna use Ryan to heal.
Maybe. We'll see what happens. Probably. That's
All right,
usually what I use it for, honestly.
1. That's not too bad in the grand scheme of things.
Wait, 1 additional, so 3.
Yeah.
Got it. And then we draw our encounter cards. Villain schemes. So it's 2 plus
This game right here.
this dude. Go ahead.
Huh. Okay.
I mean, you're Punchy McPuncherson, right? Do you have some ready stuff? No, you do not. All right, we'll do your encounter card, right? Forces in
3
play.
threat on roll by force.
Okay, I'm fine with that. It's a
Cool.
7 card, whatever. I mean, it's just an acceleration.
All right.
Do you want me to give you the card?
That's up to you.
Well, I
I
was
mean,
thinking
don't
I'd
you
love
want 40
something
things?
for you to get ready, right?
I mean, what are you gonna draw?
I have no idea.
Because I feel like you need to draw into like. I mean, you might as well Tony Stark first, right?
Well, no, because there's not 2 cards
Oh no.
there.
Yeah, then
So
you
then I
mansion
have to draw.
yourself.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that seems good.
All right, I'll give you your gift.
Oh, thank you, Terence. I totally appreciate it. So then I'll Tony Stark. Ooh, yep. That's not
Or do
even
you
a
take
question.
flyover?
No. I mean, it's a good card, but it's not 2 threat every turn without doing anything. Plus 2 hit points right now. Also seems good. I also have a flyover in my hand, by the way, and I can't thwart side schemes. So for many reasons, it seems like the way better call right now. All right, Terrence, go for it.
All right. I probably drop crew quarters in.
Sure. I mean, you can use it right now. That seems helpful.
Flip up. Would you prefer I killed these
Oh, somebody
or
said
killed this guy?
you get an extra card for the Ironheart resource?
Yes. Draw a
Wait,
card.
what? After you spend this
You
card,
get draw a
first
card.
progress?
Come on.
Oh,
The card, man.
well, then I screwed up last turn. I'm not going to do it. I would have decked, and that would have done a whole separate set of stuff. Would that have been last turn?
Yeah.
Well, do you want me to? I mean, so I would have gotten whatever, this photon blasters. I would have held it. So do you want me to resolve this before you do anything else? Because I would have gotten it last turn then.
Sure.
All right.
Flip it. Freaking kidding me. Okay.
Oh, another one of those? I mean,
Yeah.
who cares?
How much are you thwarting main?
I mean, all of it. So hold on. Probably not all of it, but hold on. So am I at the right number of cards then? Thank you, Cole, for reminding me.
I think you have 1 extra because you held a card, right?
So I held the card, but I would have had this card at the end of last turn. Photon
You would have
blasters.
had 1, 2,
Then I would have
3,
drawn to 5.
4, 5.
Oh, actually, yeah. No, it's the exact same. I'm in the right spot. I just would have had to hold photon blasters at the end of last turn. That's all. So we're good. We're good.
All right. Well, I'm dumping. Do I take a damage here?
Wait, which means I wouldn't have popped that last turn, by the way. Crap. I wouldn't have popped it because I would have just drawn to 5. So it'd be the exact same. I would not have popped it last turn. I would have popped it this turn. Because having that card in my hand doesn't make any difference because I would have drawn 4. It's fine. We know what it is. It's all good.
Okay. So what should I do the 2 damage on?
I don't know.
Just pop tough here.
Either that or do 2 and then Hellcat. Oh, no. Hellcat wants to finish the side scheme, right?
I mean, only if you want me to. You gotta draw a card for it.
I mean, that seems good.
Do you want to do that before I flip? You want to see
I
your
don't know
card?
that it matters. Well, yeah, sure. Oh, one way or another. That's 3 more cards potentially.
Pull out side scheme. Can't kill. Can't thwart side scheme. I actually think I'd
Oh,
do it. I think I'd do it. I pop tough.
okay. Yeah, I'll be able
I
to
punch
kill
it for
him.
3, and then you can kill it with your
Yep.
weapons, and then we just deal with these thralls.
Yep. Well, because we'll be killing that side scheme
That's
for
fine.
sure then. Oh, that one's already gone.
I already killed it.
Yeah, so I mean, if I got to take a couple
All right.
damage, it is what it is.
Can you one way or another now, actually?
Sure. What do you want me to pull out? You search it. You pull it out.
I don't know.
I will be able to do 2 innately, but I also have flyover, which is 4, so I can do up to 6 pretty easily.
Reinforcements.
Although, the lower it is, the more I get to do on main, right? So that's the other consideration here.
Gather reinforcements will be 4. Coordinate effort is 6.
Which is
I just don't know if we want overrun. I don't think we do.
that's the
I
one
think you
that
probably,
gives us minions, right? We definitely don't want
yeah.
more minions right now.
I think we take this and then eat the 2 that's there. Right?
Yeah. I mean, I could easily get rid of that, so it's fine. With flyover.
You drew your card because I cleared.
Did I draw it? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at the beginning of turn. 1, 1. No, I did not. Sector Scan, which is a decent card, but
All right,
not
so legal
not
practice
that
and
good.
strength puts out professor, so stun or
Confused.
confuse rather. Game of Slam pays for counterattack here. What do you want professor to thwart? Main?
Probably main. Unless you want to get rid of this, but I think main's more of an issue.
Oh man. Sad about you'll
Why?
pay for that. Did you chump with Professor X? Did you use you'll pay for that because he goes away at the end of the round?
I mean, you chump for me with Professor X.
Are you flipping down?
I don't have to if you chump for me. I mean, the only benefit of flipping down is Ronnie and 1 extra card draw. I mean, that's not nothing, but
You mean get out of 3 health?
yeah, I mean, there's that. There's certainly that. All right, fine. Yeah, you'll.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I guess we'll see. It depends on how low you get that too, I guess.
Yes, that's true.
I'm thwarting 3 off of main.
All right, so we're done. Oh, you're thwarting 3 off me.
Well, Charles is, yeah.
Yes. All right, so you're done.
Yep.
All right, so obviously the first thing I'm paying for is my guns. Photon blasters. Gives me 2 health.
You do get 2
By the
hit
way,
points.
I get 4 health. 2 for each of these. In case you were wondering. So I will have 4 more health. So I'm not.
Do you do that, or do you use, I mean, you use Stroke of Genius first, right?
Right, to draw cards. Yeah, good call. What else do I use, though? Oh, I know. Sector Scan. It's fine. It's a fine card, but it's not. So I get 1 counter here, and I draw 1. Oh. Well. Isn't that nice? I mean, it lets me potentially get Heroic Intuition out now as well. Okay. So for 2 damage, we're going to destroy this life side decoy because, no. Get out of here, buddy. All right. So I'm going to pay 2 for this, which gets me thwart equal to my level plus 2 hit points. So this is damage equal to my level, and this is thwart equal to my level. By the way, this is not a thwart, though. So I could have done it even with the life-size decoy in. Now, what I couldn't have done is flyover, which is what I'm doing now. So remove 3. Oh, it's only 3. Shoot. Why did I think it was 4? What? Well, I guess I do the 2 there then first. That's sad. But then I fly over, which gets me 2 more, up to 4. and gets rid of this garbage.
So yeah.
So I cannot get Heroic Intuition out or new and improved. I feel like we failed with the Helicarrier / Mansion here somehow, since we're both holding cards.
Oh, I specifically held this for the Thor.
Yeah, I got you.
I calculated mine. You drew a bunch of cards. How you supposed to know?
Right.
Yeah. Like, how am I supposed to know on your turn when you're
That's
drawing
true.
like
That's true.
50 cards? I mean, some of them were actions, but it's just like.
But I think I hold Heroic Intuition. I don't think I hold new and improved.
Do you though? You're about to
get 3 anyway. So I thwart for 2, right? Let's start with that.
Yeah, I know. You can probably dump new and improve, but you do get to ready, get tough, and find a card for it.
I mean, it's not bad.
Get to 3.
The problem is when I get to 3, I automatically get tough anyway. So it's kind of it's the timing is weird. You don't want it right away. If I go down, I can use it to get to 6 right now. If I go down, I mean that's more reason to go down. Although 8 on main is a little.
I confused.
Oh, nice. Thank you. All right. So yes, definitely flipping down then. Definitely dumping this for 1. The question is, do I heal for 2? Or do I get that last one?
You heal.
Oh, fine.
And you can see what you get.
Fine, you fuddy-duddy. Well, I mean, don't forget, every one I get above and beyond is 2 damage. It's like 2 free damage. So there's that. I get rid of Heroic Intuition, right?
Why? Or free thwart forever.
Well, assuming I'm thwarting for 4, which seems better than attacking for 2. All right, fine.
Assuming I'm thwarting, are you
your definition of forever is interesting, considering. Well, I guess we're not close to winning, but
I mean, you dump Skilled Investigator if you get that discard a thing, right?
Well, yes, that is true.
Basically forever, right?
All right, so I'm drawing 5. Threat is an issue, so yes, I will keep it. Ooh, go for champions is good. Oops. Why did I draw a card? No one knows.
Huh.
So I ready up. I drew up. I do have a sonic rifle, which seems good at this point. Agile Flight also seems good at this point. Snow Guard never seems that good, but thwarting for 3 times is, I guess, not bad for 4. I don't know. She's a tough one. I do have go for champions, so that actually would be an extra time and an extra block.
You basically pay for her flexibility, right? She either attacks with 3 or thwarts.
Well, and I have go for champions, so if I could pay for her and go for champions, which is not seemingly possible, that would be really good. The problem is she's just so expensive. All right.
Increase threat by
1, 2, 3,
4.
Oh, 4 because we got an extra goblin. So wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Forgot about that part.
How important is you'll pay for that?
I think it's fine if we don't use it. I'm in no rush to use or like I think we'll be fine because he's confused this turn.
Okay.
So you're blocking with Professor X?
Yeah.
All right. So he's attacking for 2 plus nothing. So he does add 1 threat. I mean, it would have removed 2 only anyway. Well, actually, really 1 because you add 1. So then he's confused against me. But these 2 goblins are not confused. So that gets it up to 15. All right, draw your card.
Yep.
Pray to God we don't get double advance. Oh. I don't know that Goblin Knight is better than double advance, honestly. Well, oh yeah, that's right. We knew about that one. Oh gosh. When revealed, you are stunned.
There you go.
Do my counters count as an attack?
No. I don't think so.
Let's see. Hold on.
It's an
3.
action.
Hero action, remove a progress counter. No. I mean, that's both good and bad, right? That means I never ever have to worry about getting rid of stunned. I'm gonna let you do that attacky stuff, Terence. I'm gonna stick to my with two of the baddest minions in the world around. Oh, but I can't get rid of side schemes either right now. Well, I mean, I guess I should probably be focused on main anyway.
No, it was like, what size team you care about? This like +1 acceleration?
Yeah, no, not at all. Not with what we've got in front of us. All right.
You are first player.
So what are our thoughts here? I mean, I guess number one thought is, let's figure out what cards I'm getting. Do you need the extra card?
I don't need it.
Photon Beam, I think I get rid of, and I keep 4 Justice, right?
I mean, Photon Beam allows us to kill Goblin Knight.
I mean, does it though, with me being stunned? Am I gonna spend
Oh, you are stunned.
2 actions Photon Beaming? Like my attack and that? Or do I just focus on threat? Or are you screwed if I don't help you?
No, I mean, I can flip down, right?
So do you... I mean, every goblin that's up is very bad for us.
Yeah.
Monster being the worst.
Let's see.
Well, hold on. Here's the other option. I go for champions this turn, and I don't give a crap about what's in front of me. I mean, that seems like not a terrible idea. Why did you draw a card?
I punched myself.
Oh, okay. Do you need another card from Avengers Mansion?
I don't need it if you're playing a lot of expensive stuff.
Well, so Ronnie's going to give me my 6th. Go for champions. 1, 2, 3. Well, would you rather have the card or the helicarrier, or... Because I do need an extra one if we want me to get Heroic Intuition and go for champions. The other option is to get Wasp instead of Heroic Intuition. And then we got her.
I don't care if it's the card or not. I have mapped out my turn to pay for Psylocke, I think. So I can meditate, right? Which will reduce this by 3, and then Helicarrier, and these 2 will pay for Quinn Carrier.
Can you pay for Quinn Carrier if you get both?
I mean, I can already pay for Quinn Carrier. 1, 2, 3. Dumps that. 1,
2, 3.
4.
Okay. So you're good. So I'll get the card then. And hope for a double resource.
I mean, I'll take Skill Investigator if you're going to use it, but I also don't need
Well, I don't know that we're getting rid of side schemes either. If I have the extra card, I will give it to you. So the question is Heroic Intuition or Wasp. So I'm going to go for champions, right? So Wasp I'll get an extra turn out of. Pay for it with these 3. So then I got these 3 cards to pay for either Heroic Intuition or Wasp.
Probably do Heroic Intuition, right?
I mean, it's +1 forever. The nice part about Wasp is...
2 and a chump.
I mean, 2 twice and chump. Because I'm going for champions, so she will not take any damage this turn. I mean, with all this in front of me, I have to go for champions, right?
Yep.
So it's 4 and chump or Heroic Intuition. I am going to be tough in 2 seconds.
Yep, and you get to keep it.
Heroic Intuition. All right. So I put Heroic Intuition in. I'm going to flip. I thwart for 3 off main. Then I switch forms. So this goes down to 0. And I go to form 3. Oh, I guess I should show everybody. Readier, give her tough, and swap to 3. So tough seems good. I get readied, which also seems good. So now I thwart for 4. I mean, I just thwart for 4, right?
Yep.
I feel a lot better about where we are, and then I pay these 3 cards to go for champions.
Do you do 3 damage to monster?
Well, yeah, so I got 3 damage and 3 thwart, right? And I can take that off a side scheme if we'd rather. Where do you want the 3 threat? I guess main, right? Because we don't have a confuse.
Main. I will have a confuse.
Do you want me to do 3 off Goblin Knight? Can you do 4 then, or no?
No. Deal with it next turn.
But you can kill monster.
No. I was just saying, like,
I think
you do
we kill
3
as
now,
many of these, right, as possible. And like you kill 1, I kill 1, and that's 1 less threat that gets added to main.
I just don't know if 1 less threat matters that much.
Well, next turn
If
we
we're
can
gonna
certainly, like, it's the same amount of total damage.
Well, I want my exhaust to put Psylocke in for the confuse. I think that's more impactful than me
Oh,
killing
I
a
get what
Jabba
you're
right
saying.
now.
Well, I'm gonna kill one of them then. It makes more sense. It's 1 less threat.
Okay.
3 damage.
Well, I mean, I guess for it technically, like, you're trading 1 threat, but like this allows you to basically take monster out
Guarantee
next
he's
turn
dead
yourself.
next turn.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna. Yeah.
For 1 threat. Because this turn you don't care how many people attack you.
Correct.
So you're basically like, for 1 threat, how much do you care about that 1 threat right now?
I mean, threat loses us the game. Monster only does 1 more damage than these 2, right? So if I kill this dude next turn instead of monster, he's literally doing 3 instead of the 2 that these 2 would do. And it's 1 less threat, and next turn it'll be 2 less threat. I think I'm happy with this choice. Does that make sense? It's literally only 1 more damage in another turn, and it'll be 1 less threat this turn and 2 less threat next turn. Because I'll have 2 of them dead. You know what I mean? Or I can help you with Knight, which is, in my opinion, way scarier.
Yeah, Knight sucks.
I mean, if you wanted me to do 3 on Knight, I'd happily do that.
Yeah, we'll deal with them next turn.
Okay. All right. Cool.
For all I know, I'll draw into like a
big hit.
Surprise attack or something, right?
Yeah.
Or ready. Also, where the heck's my combat training? It's like bottom 9 cards in my deck. Of course it is.
Well, I mean, to be fair, that's a third of your deck.
Alright, so put this out. Down. Put this out.
With Quinn Carrier, and then heal yourself.
Yeah. Put 1 counter on because I'm about to use it.
Oh, because she's punching something.
Punching for 2.
Hey, is that her first 2 villain damage?
Yep.
Now, does it have to go against what she punched? Yep. It does?
Yep.
Okay.
Thematically.
Well, it makes sense.
That makes sense.
Yep.
Oh no, I get to draw
6 cards, I know.
Hand.
Yeah, I know.
Entire hand.
Guess what? I get to draw 6 cards as well. Yeah, I should not need to flip down anymore, theoretically. Between new and improved and all that stuff. I may hold new and improved just so I get all the benefits out of it next turn. So, yeah, we've got some stuff. All right, so we're going to add 1, 2, 3, 4 threat plus 1 for this. 5. Wait.
Minus
1,
1
2, 3, 4, 5. Minus 1 is 4. Then I am going to get punched in the face, but I am not only tough, but I went go for champions, which, yeah, I didn't leave it out, but we know.
I'm surprised you're not seeing weird champions.
We are the champions, my friend. Then I get punched for 1. Oh, go for champions. Get punched for 3. Guess what? Still go for champions. You son of a dog. Oh, I could have blocked for you if you had stayed up. I guess you wanted the full hand though. So he's confused.
No, well, I wanted Psylocke out so I could confuse.
Yeah.
Does thwart for 2 though?
2.
Or,
Yes.
Yeah, schemes for 2.
That's fine. Threat should not be an issue anymore. I'm just gonna throw it out there. Threat, not an issue anymore. So I guess that goes to your point. Maybe the 1 threat wasn't a problem, but damage on me is not necessarily an issue anymore either, unless they have piercing. All right. Where are we at?
Cards for you.
So I get 1 card. You get 1 card. Oh, that's me. Remove a progress counter from your identity. Ha ha. Then discard this card. No progress counters removed this way. Deal yourself 1 face down encounter card. Oh.
Yeah. You really wish you had that counter right now.
Wait, and then
Just
shuffle it
in.
into the encounter deck.
Yeah,
So,
it keeps coming back.
that's fine.
Okay, what's that?
Green Goblin attacks.
The best time to reveal it right now.
Yep. Go for champions. Still. It's fine. Go ahead. It doesn't reveal
There you
anything
go.
right now.
This matters now.
Well, we got to get rid of my stupid thing, right? Coordinated effort. Oh, yeah, that's real bad. All right. Sadly, we have to get rid of life-size decoy, which is not great. How's your damage output this turn?
Could be
It
higher.
could be. Can I give you cards to make it? Maybe could be higher. Yeah.
I'm first player, right? So I heal 1.
I'm gonna do rear Tony Stark's AI. Champion bunker. Ooh, Spider-Man. Yes, please.
Let's see.
Do you need mansion? Is what I'm asking you, I guess. Or are you? Why don't you?
How big a deal is it if I clear this?
Oh, I don't care. I mean, it's
Does that change the calculus for you?
probably I could one way or another, and then really do some stuff.
If I clear the coordinate effort?
I mean, either way. Like, it's just one less thing I'd have to worry about, right? I'm scared to one way or another with all this threat out here. But if you're removing the biggest source of our stress right now, but the question is, at what cost?
It caught Psylocke with thwart for 2. Hellcat with thwart for 2 somehow.
But then you'd lose Hellcat.
Yeah, I could pull
You could
it
put her
back
in with
somehow.
meditation.
Yeah, I would need a ready.
Unshakable is not really necessary. Do you want me to give you a card and pray?
And then Superhuman and Quinker.
Well,
would
you can
do
get a
the
card
last
too,
2.
don't forget.
Yep. But I can only get that on hero side.
Do you want me to give you a card now or no?
Sure, I'll take 1.
Go ahead and draw it.
That is not the card I wanted.
I mean, hitting for whatever lets you get rid of Goblin Knight, although it does say meditation's no good in your hand.
Yep. Let me see. So if I clear this, this makes things a lot easier for us, right?
I mean, I could
probably
clear
worth
it
it.
also if I didn't have this stupid decoy, but I guess the
Well, that's
decoy
the
is
thing.
the
You
least
don't.
of our
Like, that is a
problems.
thing.
Yeah.
That is a thing, right?
I mean, you could easily punch and kill that if you didn't. Like, you're going to bring Hellcat back, right? You're going to bring her into your hand and bring her back so she's not dead? Is that right? I mean, you're losing this Psylocke ability, aren't you? Or no, she can do that the 3rd time.
She can do that the 3rd time.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so then, yes, I would say thwart for 2. Go for it. Don't forget, I can thwart also, if you need me to, with these. Like, cause
you can thwart for 3?
I can thwart for 3 if that helps you, yes.
If you thwart for 3, then... Yeah, I can just do it, right? She can do 2, and I can do 2
because
with
it's not a
Superhuman.
thwart. So this says cannot thwart side schemes, but this isn't a thwart. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, done. So wait.
Yeah, and I'll see if I have enough to do stuff there. Okay,
So wait, what did you just do?
meditation, pace for Superhuman, and then Psylocke thwarts for 2, right? So that's 4. So that's off the table.
Okay, and then hold on. Oh, I didn't have the card for you. Never mind. So I can Skilled Investigator and draw a card. Ooh, Moon Girl.
Yeah.
Seems not terrible.
Maybe you Moon Girl instead of Wonder Woman.
I mean, I could do both. By the way.
Alright, so flip up. So where do I do 2 damage? So if I do that, that's 5.
I mean, I can also.
Oh, no.
I can also do 3, don't
Yeah.
forget. To something.
Wait. Do 4. Oh, you can do 3 to something, so that would put this at 4. Yeah, let's do. So where do you want me to?
What?
2 on life size?
Wait.
2 on monster?
Well, I can't do 3 to Thrall then, is the problem.
Alright, 2 on monster. Let's do that.
Okay.
I'm going to spend 1 for surprise attack here.
Okay.
That does 4.
Okay.
And then
I'll do the other
will
3.
kill it.
Yep.
I'm going to put in combat training.
So you're hitting
Finally.
for 4 now, and you can kill monster.
Yep.
Okay. All of this seems good.
I'll take a damage to draw a card. Probably should have done that earlier.
Yes.
That's fine.
Oh, could you have double surprise attack if you had done that earlier?
No, because you have to. You this would be an action, so you pass the window. to draw
Oh,
it,
yeah,
right?
yeah. So do you put
but
in
it's fine.
superhuman? Do you put in unshakable? I think superhuman, right?
Yeah.
You got the resource. I mean, you could do both theoretically, although we may want to save 1 resource for me. I mean, the problem is I don't know what this you can.
Well, are you staying up?
I can. I am tough.
So the one downside of superhuman is that if I counterattack, it counts as an attack, so I don't get the +2.
Wait, what?
It's +2 attack. You passively get it, right? So like.
Oh, and then it stuns, and we don't really need him stunned.
Yeah, and then so I lose the +2 attack if I counterattack.
I mean, I guess it's a hero response, so it's not a force response. So you can still put that in, hit him first next turn, and just hold off on the counterattack, right? I think that makes
I
the
don't
most
have
sense.
to counterattack, but
Yeah,
I mean, if
whereas
it's
this
a
is
good
force.
attack, I might still do it. But
And then you're saving Hella for me.
I guess yeah.
I don't know. That's the problem. Like, am I putting in another side scheme, or probably not with this dude, right?
Yeah, no, you're just dumping that for I thought Moon Girl. 1, 2, 3.
I mean, I haven't mathed that. Yeah, but the problem is then I'm drawing 3 cards. All right. So I'm getting rid of Agile Flight too, which is a little sad. But I'm basically playing Moon Girl for free and drawing 3 cards. Oh, Ingenuity. That's the only reason for me to flip down, by the way. So should I flip down now? If I can clear
it. To thwart down main.
I mean, I could thwart it probably to 0. Well, and I could put out Under Surveillance also.
Sure.
Should I put out Brawn? Seems pretty good also. I feel like Brawn's priority 1, right? Even above
priority 1?
Spider-Man? I mean, he's a free resource.
Yeah, he can kill this goblin.
He can kill the goblin and gives me a free resource. That seems real good. So I think even above and beyond Spider-Man in this situation. So 1, 2, and I'll just get rid of my other allies. 3, 4 to put out Brawn. And we'll just have him punch now. Yeah. So I do have a mental resource now. Do you want me to Under Surveillance? Or do I
just put them both out? You just put them both out.
Yeah, I could put them both out. What, can I?
Yeah, Helicarrier.
Oh, you have Helicarrier. That's right.
Helicarrier and this puts...
Well, I have to be down now. We're all right with me being down?
I mean, you gotta thwart the main, obviously.
Well, of course. Yeah, so
And
thwarting for 4. And I'm going to add 4 to the main.
Moon Girl thwarts for 2.
Yep. Yep.
So I guess Moon Girl can chump for me.
Yep. No problem. Easy. All right. So now we're at a situation where you're going to give
The
me
one
Helicarrier.
downside of you going down is we will get double cards, but that's okay.
Why will we get double cards?
You're going to deck, and I'm going to deck.
Yeah.
But just putting that out there. But, you know, it's part
I'm
of
going to deck either way. Right? Because I'm 6 on either side. It doesn't matter. All right. I'm going down. Do I heal 2 or do I get myself a counter?
I mean,
I guess heal 2. Death is a loss condition. All right. So you're giving me Helicarrier. That and Bronze resource gets me this resource. Ingenuity, and one way or another gets me under surveillance. All right. That seems not terrible. I mean, the main scheme's only accelerating 1, by the way. Oh, no, 2 with this stupidity. At some point, we'll get rid of that. Maybe. All right. 6. Oh, I got some photon beams. And a 4 Justice. And a sonic rifle. All right. So, we're going to add 1/2 to the main. Then you are going to get attacked for...
do I chump it?
Oh, no, I'm chumping with Moon Girl, right?
Okay.
2 plus... I get the soldier? Is that right?
Yep, you do get the soldier.
That's the negative of that. Oh, wait. This would shuffle first. And I still get another card. So you get 2. We have to add 1 to the main. And then he schemes against me for 2 plus deal this card to yourself as a face down encounter card. So 2 plus Goblin does 1 more on the main. And there's all of that. All right. So you get another encounter card. I get another encounter card. It's almost like we defeated him.
Cool.
Do we have a jumper?
He's only hitting for 4 plus something.
Okay. You alright with that? 6?
Yep.
Or are you going to counterattack?
You counterattack that, right?
I mean, what do you hit for with superhuman strength? You hit for more and stun? I think you don't counterattack that.
I mean, he gets... I lose to attack, but you get the stun.
Oh, in case he draws another attack? Which he won't this turn. And the stun's just going to work against me
you won't this turn.
Next turn. I think you don't.
So do I not... I mean, do I not use the superpower then?
No, you're going to punch him next turn with it, right?
What difference does it make if I punch him next turn versus this turn?
Well, because you do 3, 4, 5. Oh, I see what you're saying.
No, this is 6. I basically, doing it now or not, I lose 2.
You only lose 2, and you still get to punch. Yeah, you're right. All right. So 6.
6.
And stun.
Stun him. I will also pay for you'll pay for that.
Okay. And you remove 5 threat from main?
I could either do main or I could actually get rid of this stupid you'll rule by force if you want. That's your call as the Justice player.
Go for it. I mean, unless we lose the main here, which would suck.
Well, yeah, no, I think we do main. You have 3 cards and are both advances in the deck? They are.
They're both in here?
Yeah, they're both in the discard.
Oh, are they?
They're in the discard, but there is that card I just had.
Yeah, which there's an advanced version of that too. So Powell Family Farm says, "How's it going, guys? Are we winning?" Yes-ish. I mean,
we're not losing yet.
Well,
We
you
haven't
do
lost
take
yet.
that 6 damage, by the way. Still.
Yep.
I mean, I'm in stage 3. I've got everything out that I need to get out. So at this point, I should be like a damage machine and a thwarting machine, I would think. I mean, I got to get rid of this stupid stunned, but beside that, like, I should be able to help with everything at this point. All right, so he's stunned, but I'm down anyway. So let's see what this is. Attach the enemy with the highest printed hit points without a goblin glider. I could probably get rid of that. I definitely can. Yeah.
Yeah.
Attach the minion with the most traits. If you cannot, this card gains Surge. Attach minion gets +3 hit points and retaliate 1. What is a trait? So this has 0
It's
traits,
goblin.
right?
Yeah. It's one
Either
of these
goblin.
goblins.
I mean, we want to give him the one with the less health, right?
Sure.
Because that's 6. You could punch it off in 1 and not have to worry about the retaliate. 8,
Well, I
you're
don't
not
have the
punch it off
6
in 1.
anymore. I don't have the 6 stack anymore. But you could like propulsion jet, and then I can kill it.
Yeah.
Or not propulsion jet, the photo
Well,
blaster.
so how much do you punch for? 5? No, only 4,
Punch for
right?
4.
Yeah,
Yep.
all right. So this is the right call still. And Green Goblin attacks you. If you're an alter ego form, do not give him a boost. Well, that's fine. I'm tough. Oh, don't give him a boost. What the heck am I thinking? We'll shuffle that in. So it's just +1. So
Yeah, so you just hits your 3.
yeah, that's fine. But I don't take any, so we don't add anything there.
Yep.
Okay. All right, so I'm first player.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to do some stuff. Tony Stark AI, first and foremost. I mean, that's why I said I don't know the bunker I need in this deck. Ronnie, I think I'm going to take the token this time. 2 plink damage seems useful. Do I take an extra counter? Do I start working on counters?
I mean, you pay this Stroke of Genius for it.
Well, it doesn't matter. Well, yeah, I guess drawing the cards earlier is better. I'm going to probably go for champions this turn. Seems like the right move. So Stroke of Genius lets me add a counter, add another counter, and draw a card.
Oh, you can use a counter, and then I can one-shot it.
Oh, yeah, I don't have to do propulsion jets. I could save that for somebody more useful. Yes, because those are not attacks. Unfortunately, to some degree. All right. The question is, how much thwarting do we need me to do this turn?
Oh, did we add a threat when I took that attack and when you chumped with Moon Girl? I don't think we did, right?
I think we did for the Moon Girl chump, but I'll add both anyway, just to be safe. This is actually hard. Do I one way or another? I mean, it depends if we're getting rid of this decoy or not. Probably not, right? Oh, you're confusing. So I don't need Sonic Rifle this turn. I'm just trying to figure out who we think needs the extra card draw, too. Because we should do that now. Well, I'm getting another card draw with Stroke of Genius. It's tough. All right, so use a counter to poke that guy. How bad do we need me to thwart this turn? You're going
Just
down,
main.
but he'll be confused, right?
Just main, I think.
All right, so I think I'm going to get rid of my stun. I'm going to poke this dude for 1, or for 2. And then I'm going to photon beam. So 1, 2.
The other photon beam.
Oh, yeah, the other photon. I mean, either way, I don't think it matters. So that gets me a card draw and a counter for this. And then I do 4, which gets me 2 more counters. So, I mean, I got 8 damage sitting here also, right? In increments of 2. Oh, I was going to get rid of the double lightning thing. Which now I can't because I use photon beam.
Well, then, dude, then take it back. Get rid of one way or another.
Well, no, I wanted to photon beam. No, the photon beam was the attack.
Oh.
I didn't have to do Stroke of Genius, is what I didn't have to do. But I've already got the resource and stuff. It's fine.
Stroke of Genius isn't mental, though, so it doesn't help you.
Isn't Stroke of Genius? Oh, it is mental. You're right. It's fine. I have this resource too, which we can't forget about. Oh, if I don't for Justice, I could do it. I mean, I could Agile Flight instead, which for one resource is one more. Do you want?
Yeah, but you still have to. Are you still going for champions?
I would like to. Yes.
If you go for champions, you can make it next turn's problem.
That's true. And I do have an extra resource, and I do have Avengers Mansion, by the way. Let's not forget about all those things. So I might be able to do all of the above. I mean, do you want me to kill this dude? What is it, 4 we need?
I mean, I could just punch him before.
I mean, I could also photon beam
attack.
and get 2 more counters, which doesn't make me sad, and then you could hit the boss more. I mean, since I got rid of my... Alright, so... I'll 1, 2 to pay for photon beam. That gets me 2 more counters, so up to 6, and kills this dude.
You gotta subtract your counters, right?
For what? I add them. That added 2 counters. That's part of the reason I did it. Yeah, that's part of the reason I did it. Was it adds 2 counters. So that's, I did 4 damage, but I really have 8 damage that I got out of that. Oh, I keep forgetting I have Braun here too. I mean, Braun's just going to punch in the face, or do you want him to thwart?
That's up to you.
Do I get rid of this? I can get rid of this turn for 2 counters and Braun's attack.
So do it.
Alright, so Braun attacks for 3. Well, so first I pop it. Oops, that goes down to 5. I pop tough. Then Braun attacks for 3. Then I pop it again. Get rid of this stupid decoy. As much as anything, I almost want it back in the deck. You know what I mean? So that's one less, terrible card to come out. I don't really care that much about it now that I can just poke stuff for 2 at will. And then I guess I pay these for Go for Champions, so go ahead and draw a card. Wait a minute. Braun's a champion. I would have played Go for Champions first. Braun's still at 1 damage. That's the cool part about Go for Champions. They take no damage for the entire...
Did you use Braun's resource?
Oh, no, I never did. Because he wasn't exhausted yet. So, yeah, that was a waste of Braun's resource. It's fine. I did not do that well. Just so everybody knows.
Just so everyone knows.
Just so everybody knows.
What is this still at 10?
Yes. I did no thwarting.
All right.
So 2 damage and confused.
Yep.
I mean, he's stunned and confused right now. So actually, my Go for Champions wasn't necessarily the best play this turn. It's fine.
Where is
If we could kill him this turn, that would actually be fantastic. I don't think we can. I mean, I have 8 damage here. Because this would be a good turn to get a lot of cards if he's stunned, confused. I take no damage.
It's a 1.
So wait, you're punching for 4?
8. 8 in total.
Oh, you just get 1 ready?
I think. Wait.
No, you're going to get 2 readies, right? So 12?
Yeah, but I want to heal, I think.
Oh, so 8 damage.
I want to heal.
You're going to flip and heal.
Yeah.
This was a terrible Go for Champions turn the more I think about it. God, that was a waste. Oh, well. I could have Agile Flighted instead. All right, let's just say I Agile Flighted instead. I'll give Braun his thing. I Agile Flight, remove 5.
Okay.
That makes more sense. Why am I going for 5? Champions when he's stunned and confused?
Drop this out then, instead of removing the 2.
Wait, who'd you remove 2 with?
Superhuman. So I could spend Quincara to put that out.
I
instead.
gotcha. All right.
Because it's just nice to have discard fodder, basically, is the main
Well,
reason.
and just in case
And
you get stunned.
and monster stuns.
Yes. Yeah, he like just with him stunned and confused, I wasn't paying attention. Go for champions. All it did was prevent 1 damage from Brawn, which is good, not great. All right, ready up, draw up.
Mm-hmm. Do you meditate, Professor Exon?
I mean, of course you do. But
Or do you just hard pay for him?
Let's just figure this all out. So we got 2 with the acceleration from here, right? And then he attacks me but is stunned. He thwarts against you but is confused. And we just draw cards. Yep, that's fine. Nothing.
That feels less good.
I mean, of all turns, like when we have nothing on the board, it seems like not the worst time. Green Goblin schemes if at least 3 threat. All right, so hold on. I'd like to talk about this card. So this, to me, is like the worst case use of Surge. It should be the opposite. Green Goblin schemes. It says if at least 3 threat was placed on, this card gains Surge. It should be the opposite. If it's not at least 3 threat, you know what I mean? Then it surges. Like if it does barely anything, it's a surge. But this is like, oh, by the way, if you get screwed twice as bad. The reason I noticed it is because he only schemes for 2. I drew a 0 earlier when I played it, and he only schemed for 2. Like, so it felt like a double 1. You know what I mean? Like, does that make sense, Terence?
It's an all or nothing card.
I guess.
It's a win more card for him.
Well, no, it's a win more card for us in this situation. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's just weird. Like, it feels like it would be a much better use of
I think it's
Surge.
related to maybe the name of the card is why it's on the way. I don't know.
Oh, overconfidence? Yeah. I mean, I guess. I just, that kind of stuff bothers. Like, that's the thing. And again, I complain about champions, but, like, it's only that. Like, I'm not, like, I love this game, obviously. But it's just, like, some little things just bother me sometimes. All right. Well, I can thwart side schemes now. So I could get rid of this turn if we want. And get 2 counters for doing so.
I think I might play Ground Stomp.
And draw a card. What does that do?
What do you think about that? 1 damage everything.
I mean, I guess.
Makes this 1 counter, makes this killable by a flip, and I can 1 punch that.
Touche. Yeah.
And then still plinks him for 1, right?
Yep. Seems good. And I get the double lightning, by the way, to pay for this, too.
11 hell. That should be fine.
Wait, that's an action? I'm just going to do that now. Right?
Yep. Flip. Do 2 damage. Pay for Ground Stomp. Kills this. 1 damage here.
Yep. And I'll pay a counter. Oops. To kill this dude.
Oh, yeah. Did you want me to remove threat? Do you care?
I'm going to get rid of this, I think, this turn.
What do you need that at? 4?
Well, yeah, but I can
3?
I can do 3 with this, right? So.
Oh no, you need it at 3.
No, I need it at 4. Oh, you're right. I need 1 off of it, theoretically. If there's an easy way for you to do 1. Oh, no, I do 4 myself. Never mind. I'm going to do 4 myself to it. And then I do it for 3. Yeah, you don't need to do anything with that. So, yeah, you do what you need to do.
Do you need Helicarrier?
I don't.
Confuse. 4 for 3 off main. Punch.
Oh, I never grabbed my cards either, by the way. So, I don't even know.
Take a damage.
Cool. So you're done?
Pretty decent turn. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, no. I mean, we got rid of everything, right? Although we're about to get 50 bazillion cards. The question is, do we want to do it this turn or next? So let's Tony Stark AI. I mean, at this point, I take Photon Beam, right?
Man, I feel like Professor X is so good.
He's not bad. He's definitely not
I
bad.
feel like you were kind of down on him when we were talking.
Well,
You're like, he's fine.
Confuse is better because the X-Men want to go down, and he helps heroes that want to go down. I mean, you just think about it, like, compared to Nick Fury for one more cost. Like, I feel like Nick Fury is just way better. Don't you?
I don't know if that's true. Like, Confuse just opens the door for a lot of heroes that,
Yeah.
like, that 2-threat, 4-threat is just not the difference maker, you know? Like, 2-threat plus card draw, sure.
Well,
But,
here's a
like,
question. Do I one way or another?
sure.
And why not, right? Oh,
I mean, you're
wait.
playing Sector
How
Scan,
much
right?
is in the deck? There's one
Like,
card. Never
nothing.
mind. It's just
You're
going to fizzle.
dropping Sector Scan, right?
To see what it is? For free?
I mean, it's for the whole round. You get to see every boost. You get to see every.
I mean, does it matter? All right, we'll see if it matters. Sure. All right, so Sector Scan, for those who don't know, reduces cost by X, where X is equal to your version number. So that makes it free because I'm version 3. Hero action, until the end of the round, you may look at the top card. Oh, I guess if I flip to Alter Ego, we lose that. But I'm not flipping to Alter Ego. So, not a problem. All right, so we're going to do what I said. I'm going to thwart for 4. And then I'm going to fly over, which costs 2. So I'll pay one way or another. We said we're not doing... Well, yeah, there's no reason to do that. Do we want Sonic Rifle out? Or would we rather me have an ally?
It's up to you.
I'll just pay this right now so I don't have to think about it. So let's fly over. I get 2 counters. Oops. That puts it up to 5. And removes this side scheme, which lets me draw a card. With Skilled Investigator. Wherever that is. There you are. Ooh, well that changes. Do I put Snow Guard in? Probably not, right? I probably put.
Are you flipping? Are you popping Green Goblin this turn?
Should I? Do you want me to? I mean, I can do 10 right here, so clearly I can do it probably because I still haven't done my 3. Well, let's do this. Obvious. Well,
you're short 2, so you'd have to use Photon Beam or Snow Guard, right?
So this does 3. Because there's nowhere else to remove it from. I mean, there's nowhere else to punch. So what's that, 3?
Yep. And then Brawn punches for 3.
If we want to get rid of Brawn, I guess there's not much choice. We want him shuffled back in. So yeah, Brawn punches for 3. I don't get the extra resource, which is sad.
I don't know. Maybe you don't get rid of Brawn so you can jump with them.
Well, I'm gonna have either Vivian or Snow Guard. We're gonna have one of them.
Well, I just mean like there's gonna be 8 cards coming out, right? Like
well, but we could also hold off till next turn. I could get them down to 2, pop them next turn with a counter, right? And then we may never even have to deal with those cards. I guess the question is, do we want to deal with them now or later? Because I could do it either way.
How much you think you can do that much damage next turn?
I mean, I don't know. Depends how many counters I get. I mean, I'm photon beaming, right? So let's just do that. And then I'm Vivianing, I guess. So 4 damage and I get a counter. Then we'll put Vivian in. She's an attachment.
Don't exist.
But I can't do it to... Yes. She's not great in this situation, but she's a chumper, right? So there's that.
Attack for 1?
Yeah, I mean, that way she's got her chumping ability. And I think I just leave it on 7. It doesn't matter with these counters, right? I can use them however, whenever, wherever I want. So, I mean, we could literally save it till I have 20 of these and then flip them and kill them in one action. I mean, that's... So, like, theoretically, actually, should I flip down to get more counters? Therein lies the question. Because we don't care about threat, right? Yeah, why don't we say I flip down and use Ronnie to give me a counter? Right?
Sure.
Because we don't care about threat at this point. Although, Waste is confused, but whatever. Alright, I'll draw 6. Oh, I got new and improved also. So there's that. And Spider-Man, who will hit for 5. And Flyover, I don't care about. For Justice, I don't care about. One way or another, it'll get me more cards to do more killing.
I mean, if you flip down, then you don't get sector scan. So there's that.
What was that?
We don't get sector scan.
Oh, I don't really care. I literally don't care. Actually, in fact, I should have used Sector Scan to get myself another counter. Really. But it's fine. All right, so we're adding 1, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, and then he is going to attack you. Do you want me to chump with Vivian?
No, I got Professor.
Oh, that's right. So you get attacked for 1 again. Oh, wait. Yes. Oh, wait. Have we been taking the damage for killing these guys, by the way?
I have. I don't know if you've been.
Have I killed any?
It doesn't matter if you kill them. They just have to be in front of you, which they definitely have been.
No, we had a 3 and a 3 here. Have there been some in front of me? I'm sure there have.
Yeah, there. Yes.
How many? 2, 3? I took
don't
3.
know.
I doubt it was 3. It's fine. All right.
Plus counter.
So he's confused. Oh, they decked. All right. Draw your card. I get my card. Now I'll chump for
cool.
you.
There you go.
Goblin Thrall. Nice. We do add a threat. And I get nothing.
Sir.
When revealed, if Luca von Barnes is in play,
Search.
schemes. If neither is in play, search. In expert mode, this card gains surge. When revealed, place a threat on the main scheme for each enemy
So
in
that's
play.
3.
1, 2, 3. This card an upgrade or support you control? Well, I think Skilled Investigator's time has finally come. All right. I mean, either that or Heroic Intuition. Probably not, though, right?
I don't know.
All right. Where are we at? Does this
Your
guy have
first round?
guard? Sadly. Yep. All right. So let's look at 2 cards. Do I get a second new and improved? I don't know if I can afford 2. Well, Agile Flight. All right. I have not used them this game. I don't know that I need a second new and improved, but it's fine.
Is it on your deck?
Huh?
It's on your deck, which is 1 card. So you have to draw it.
Well, why don't I draw it with Mansion then?
Yep.
Hey, Skilled Investigator. I'm going to have a lot of cards if we don't kill him this turn. Is the thought to kill him this turn? And I just go all out with one way or another, putting a scheme in here we don't care about, and just lay into him?
If you want, I don't know. I mean, you only do what, 14? How much does he have on his other side? Like 40?
Probably.
40 something?
Yeah.
So basically like 50 damage.
Well, I'm going to get 2 counters here. So Ronnie's giving me 1. And Skilled Investigator is giving me 1. I mean, I guess I could use Ingenuity. I'll just do that, just in case. I don't think I need Mental for anything. Oh, for Justice. That's fine. What do I want to get rid of? Am I doing one way or another, or?
I mean, you have the whole deck to pick from, so I think so.
Okay.
Which probably means well, I don't know. I guess you can cycle with Skill Investigator to draw more cards if you really want.
So do we want to keep Skilled Investigator and then
I think so, right? I mean, you have so many mentals in your hand,
So I
right?
don't need new and improved. Oh,
Yeah,
you're saying just use this?
just burn the
For
Engineering.
now. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so I flipped over. I'm going to do 3 with Photon Beam. Get rid of this thing. Because guard does not...
Or
Huh?
do you one way or another first, in case you get flyover or something, that you could just kill it. Or not flyover, the photon beam, because you can literally fetch it from your deck with new and improved, or you can find it with one or another, right?
Alright, fine.
Because then you get 2 counters out of it, right? So
Yeah. Alright, so one way or another. Draws a scheme. Do we want the potential minion one, or do we just want something that we can easily get rid of? I mean, I do 3 thwart. I mean, I could do 6 with flyover, and so why don't we get the one that's 6, right?
yeah, get the one that's 6, one of the ones that don't do anything until it's their turn. I think that is the call there.
Yeah. Where are the 6 ones? Oh, all the way on the bottom. All right. So that's 6. So let's just put it at 3 because I'll use this. And I didn't use this yet. So that's 3 gone. I'll pay this
Draw
for
your 3 cards first.
flyover. Oh, yeah. I got another flyover. Another one way or another. I mean,
You
I
can't play more than one.
Oh.
So put your Skill Investigator in so you can draw a card.
Yes, good call. All right, so skilled investigator. I will pay a double resource to fly over. Gets me 2 counters. Gets me to 11. Doesn't go to 11. Goes to 10. And 1. Did I pay my flyover? I did. So I can't one way or another again. I definitely think I want Spider-Man in though, and new and improved. So wait.
Do you
Hold on. I have to remove this.
Yeah, draw a card.
And then I get to draw a card from my skilled investigator. Oh, more progress tokens.
So the other thing is you can fly over again, actually, if you thwart main. You can get that down to 3, and flyover actually would allow you to get 2 more counters if you care.
Yep.
Obviously, I think you
4.
burn one way or another and Stroke of Genius, so you get 3 counters out of that in a card.
Yep. So Stroke of Genius, and one way or another, both of which I can't use, to fly over. So I get a counter from that 1 card, and then I get 2 from Stroke of Genius. So I'm up to 4. So I'm at 14 now.
You also get a card.
Plus card draw. Hey, you can have a skilled investigator too.
Wow, there's no side schemes out? Nice.
So I don't need 4 justice. New and improved seems like a good idea, right?
Yep.
And then I could punch. So 1, 2. Oh, I can't pay for Spider-Man now. That's the only problem.
It's fine. Spider-Man only hits for 5.
4, right?
Yep.
So that's 3. So I get tough. I get 2 ready. And I get to search for a card in my deck, right?
Yeah, then you take Photon Beam, right?
Well, yes.
Cop Thrall for another.
Well, but Photon does 4. I still think I do 3 here. I pop him with Photon Beam, right? Well, I guess it doesn't matter. Either way, I'm wasting 1 damage. Well, they're actions, though, so not necessarily. Can you do 3? So I'm not wasting any damage?
No, I do 4, man.
Well, all this is actions, is what I'm saying. So what you're saying is just punch him. Or just hit him with whatever.
I think so. You get what, 2 counters out, so that's 32 damage. on counters.
Yeah. So
I think you do flyover, right?
So yes, or photon beam.
Yeah,
One,
photon beam.
two, three. Either way, I'm wasting 1 damage, but I get 2 counters out of that. So it's
Yeah.
16, which is 32 damage.
And you
2.
punch him
Yep.
for 2?
Let's just make lots of space
Okay.
here. I mean, the question is, can we just kill him here?
I don't know. Let's see. Ground stomp. That's
That 1 damage
not
will
gonna
be
make
enough to kill him. I mean, you could probably kill him with surprise attack, though, right? Like, maybe that's the move.
No, because I'm up.
What do you mean? Oh, not surprise attack. You'll pay for that. Oh no, that's the threat removal.
That's threat removal. I need. Are we getting the cards this turn? You want me to hold off one more turn?
I mean, that's up to you. We could slow play this. Because I can't kill him, right? 20, 32?
Because if this is 18, it has to at least be 20 something, right?
Yeah. I mean, next turn we definitely kill him, right? So we just slow play. Yeah, let's just cheese it and slow play.
I put out endurance for sure, right?
Yes. Why not? I mean, if we're slow playing, for sure. You gonna actually punch for 4? Or are you gonna kill this dude? And ground stomp?
I'll kill that dude.
So how do you kill him? You only hit for
Ground
4,
stomp.
right?
Ground stomp.
So you are ground stomping, so he takes 1.
Take a damage still for it, which is
sad.
Lame.
Well, you're gonna flip, right? And
yeah.
3/4 or whatever.
There's not even threat to remove, man.
There isn't. There's literally nothing for you to do.
It's fine.
Ironheart's pretty stinking good once she... Oh, I never even did my 3 damage. Hold on, before you end your turn. You're not gonna retaliate or anything, right? All right. So, draw 6. Okay, so we had 1 threat, plus 1 for this acceleration. And then he attacks me. Oh. Oh,
It's like you draw this hand, you're like, I wish I was up.
Does it matter? You're going to be up in 2 seconds.
Just for Gamma Slam.
Yeah, but you're going to be up in 2 seconds.
Well, just for the damage. You want the damage on you to Gamma Slam.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Well, you can take 1 more damage with Focus Rage, don't forget.
You can take 2 more damage for Focus Rage.
Yeah, well, exactly. Yeah, no, that's why I love Focus Rage with her. Okay, so she is gonna scheme, or he is gonna scheme against you. That's 2 plus 2 is 4.
Do we care?
No, we don't. We haven't cared for a minute. But
is threat really just a way for you to use flyover?
Yeah, why not? I have Go for Champions and Brawn and Photon Beam. Yeah, we're definitely killing this turn. I mean, I'm not. Oh, I also have Snow Guard, which doesn't do as much.
You finally play Snow Guard?
No. Ah, that's sad.
That's for Photon Beam.
Yeah. No. Well, maybe. Green Goblin attacks. Oh, that's not good, actually.
Plus X. So he's at 2, so good thing we didn't flip, so he's hitting for 4.
I can't die, right? Do I block this anyway?
Can't die. You'll have... There is not 4 boost.
Oh, man. That sucks.
Why?
Because I can't
He doesn't do it.
thwart the side schemes.
Why do you care?
I don't. That's the joke.
There we go.
3.
Yep. Some thwart for you. If you want to thwart.
If I get the thing. if I get my thwarting things.
So I don't.
Speaking
So
of which,
we're killing,
Tony
right?
Stark AI. Oh yeah, definitely keep it genius. Let me know if you need
Um,
mansion or. By the way, sorry for sniffling into the microphone, everybody. It's heal yourself. Just kidding. Don't heal yourself. Not even a little bit. You probably need
uh,
cards, right?
well, I'm trying to math it.
Because you have to be ready.
I can also write myself.
Well, then you do meditation, I feel like.
Yeah. There's just so much resource on it.
I know. Well, you're going to draw
All
2
right.
cards, though. So 2 damage.
I flipped them. Take our cards.
Yeah,
This
he's
is where
40.
Sector Scan would be super fun because you get to see all of them.
Does it, though? I thought it was only the top card of the deck or whatever.
It is the top card, so you see
Oh,
the
but
top
you
card
look at them
every time you
all.
draw it, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you just don't remember them all, which is a pain. All right.
All
I
right.
mean, I literally do 32. If you could do 8, we're good. And I do
Oh,
more
man.
than 32 because Braun does 3. Like, Photon Beam does 4. Like, we're good.
Let's see. So I
And
need
you're
1,
Gamma
2,
Slamming.
3, 4. That's Gamma Slam.
And you can Superhuman Strength or no? Well, you have to ready yourself too.
Yeah, so I'm definitely writing myself because
Do you
that's
need
at
a
least
heal?
4
Or do you
damage.
need an Avengers Mansion? Would that help?
Yeah.
No. Only if you get a double? Yeah,
Yeah,
because
if
you
I
need
get a
all of
double.
them. Oh, no, you don't. But you only have one. Like, literally, a double resource would be the only thing that would help you. Right? Oh, no, you could surprise attack also. If I
No, I drew
mentioned
that
you.
on the.
Oh,
I
yeah.
drew that on the. If you mentioned me first, I could have, but
I mean, we didn't know.
I
Yeah.
didn't know. I mean, I Gamma Slam, right? That's the call. So
Yes.
that's.
So how much damage is this? X.
It's 9.
So you're down 9 life plus your attack, right? Or is Gamma Slam something separate? It's just its
No,
own
Gamma
attack.
Slam's just straight up 9 damage.
Okay. So down to 31.
And I punch for 4.
And then I shoot him for
And then,
3. Oh no, I gotta
and
shoot
then you
this
just
for 3.
yeah, and then you just counter.
And then
Counter game over.
I mean, yeah, 32 damage.
Yep.
We don't need 32 damage. And that's without
Oh.
putting Brawn in or Photon Beam in or Vivian in.
Yeah. I guess the card I would have drawn would have been 1-2 punch, so I could have played that.
Oh,
But
oh well. I mean, I think we're okay. All right. So that's it. Let's go to our post-stream discussion. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. What's up, Terence?
made it to the other side.
We did.
Standing still.
And we did not have to deal with. I mean, so there are ways to game the game, obviously. But I think in a fun way, right? Like, I didn't want to deal with 6 encounter cards, 8 encounter cards.
Well, it would have been eight encounter cards.
Yeah.
I'm sad I didn't get the counter attack into Gamma Slam combo. I mean, only kind of sad, but that's always fun to see.
Yeah.
But,
So, what do you think
bit
about
RNG.
the counters? Like, is
I
it
think
broken?
they're kind of broken.
Yeah.
I think there should be a limit.
Like once per turn or 2 per turn?
No, I think there should be a cap. I mean, I feel like if there's a limit on, you'll pay for that. Like, it's so easy for her to generate counters, it feels broken.
Well, so I think the problem with the counters is, but I mean, you do have to build to get there, right? She's supposed to be weak early and
They're
strong
not
late.
hard to build at level 3, though.
Right. But she's
That's the
super
problem.
weak
It's like
at level 1 and 2. So you really need to flip her. Not even at level 2. She's just really weak at level 1, honestly.
I think she's super strong in Justice because one way or another allows you to basically build her up super fast.
Yes. Yeah, drawing those 3 extra cards a turn is like she needs to build fast. Like for all the building heroes, I feel like one way or another is pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, Justice is I think one of the fastest aspects because of that card, actually. Like I think we saw it with the Scarlet Witch deck. I was able to actually build up shield stuff relatively quickly,
yeah,
and I think shield generally is actually a very
very
slow card
slow.
or kind of
Yep.
build. And it's interesting because I don't think you see one way or another very often in shield because shield isn't very good at dealing with the side schemes
Right.
you pull out. So you need to have a way to actually kind of do it.
And even though
But
I'd
yeah,
never use that aerial
uh,
card, I still think it's good. I mean, it's a little expensive at 3. I've definitely used it in other games. I didn't need it in this game. Um,
yeah. Like as a betting man, I was surprised when you said 3. Like I'll play
I
it 3
said 2 to
times. I'm just like,
3. I would have
really?
certainly used it once early if you didn't talk me out of it like that. I don't think it was the wrong play there. I think either play was fine. Um,
Didn't you have like a 4 justice instead?
I did have a
Like,
4 justice instead, but I also had an extra card that I wasn't doing anything with that I could have done 1 extra wherever I wanted. And I think I only needed to remove 3 or whatever from this game.
yeah, I think the problem
So,
was like, yeah, you had life size decoy too. I think one of the times when you wanted to play it, so it was just like,
yeah.
I guess I'll remove 5 off of main. Like you're not really taking advantage
Oh,
of
did
the
I did
that
use
part.
it for removing 5 off main at one point, actually. So I used it once. So if I used it earlier, I would have used it twice. I said 2 to 3 times. Because I did use it once to remove 5 from main. Uh, I mean, Champion's Bunker is the one I'm not sure of. I just don't know that this deck needs it.
I mean, I think every champion's character loves Champion's Bunker.
I mean, don't get me wrong. It's
I think you're devaluing it, but
but when did I have 3 extra cards to pay for it early? Like I feel like it's better early, but like it's an
no,
in case
it's
of
good. It's good,
emergency
and
break
it's good
glass
any
card.
it's good anytime, anytime.
You're just like anytime. It's just great
No,
all
like
the time.
even late game, like, it's great, right? Like you're like, okay, like I don't care about Sonic Rifle, you know. I don't care. I'm not going to play both Brawn and Snowguard. Draw 2 cards, but you don't even have to make that decision ahead of time. You draw the 2 cards, see what you get, ditch the cards you don't want, and then it just like being able to draw into the cards you actually want to play
Yeah,
faster is just good all the time in this game, right? I mean, in any card game, but like,
sure.
especially because she has such strong, just like being able to fish for her counter reading stuff, like it's
Yeah.
so good for Ironheart. Uh,
Yeah, and if you
I
get
think it's really
stuff
good.
and if you get stuff out, it'll let you cycle to other stuff. I agree. I don't know when to play it
There
unless
was
I
a
get it
turn you could
early
have
hand.
played it and you chose not to. And you had the ability to play it, but you're just like,
I think I
whatever.
played Braun instead or something.
You held Wasp instead. You're just like, whatever. I don't.
I didn't
I'm gonna
hold
hold
Wasp.
Wasp.
Oh, I held Wasp instead of holding Bunker. I
Yeah.
mean, because like Wasp is only 2 also, right?
Yep.
So I mean, either way, it was I was choosing
You're
to
like
hold one or the
you're
other.
like debating for a minute. You're just like, do I keep Wasp? You asked me for an opinion. I was just like, no, you keep Champion's Bunker, and you're just like, no, I'm doing it
Forget
my
it.
way. Yeah, and you kept Wasp. I was like, okay.
I didn't play. I didn't play Wasp. I wouldn't have played Bunker, or did I play Wasp? I think I did actually. She chumped for
You
me.
did play Wasp.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
chumped for you actually. Terence, Mr. Ungrateful. Champion's Bunker
I
ain't
mean, it would have been
chumping
fine.
for you. Get out of here. All right, but let's get to our post-stream discussion. This game was all about the minions, and there's been a lot of ways to get rid of minions added to the game. I mean, I guess starting with the 2 heroes, I think of 2 heroes as minion killers. I think the designers probably wanted Valkyrie to be a minion killer as well, but she's not, right?
She's different, right? I think what's interesting about her, is that she does have, she can trigger stuff off of killing minions, but I think her special thing is,
She's good at
being
killing
able
1
to
to
pull.
2 minions a turn.
Yeah, but she can pull the minion from the discard, which is, I think, her like unique thing.
Yes.
The Valhalla card.
Which also draws her
a-
to...
yes, which also draws her 2 cards. But I think like being able to kill a minion you just killed because it was puny is unique to her.
Sure.
Um,
But to get her thing on, her glow on, you have to pay 1. And then you do have the card that lets you draw 1 if you've got that card out after you kill the first minion.
and heal.
And heal and ready yourself.
Well, Deathglow readies you, so
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying.
That.
So I think she likes to kill 1 to 2 minions a turn. More than that, I mean, you're just paying for Deathglow over and over at that point. The first one is good because you get to get the card back that you paid for it. I kind of wish Deathglow didn't go to an out of play pile. It just went on the villain every time, and you could pay to move it off the villain. But then it just went back to the villain. I think if that was the case, because then you can use your blocking cards better, your defending cards, because it's on the villain until you move it off. I think that would make Valkyrie actually pretty good. That one change. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I think that would make her cards more useful, which would be interesting. Like it wouldn't be like I'm gonna pick one of these lanes, right?
Right.
But bring this back to minions, so this isn't the fixed Valkyrie.
Yeah, no. I was just trying to think of, like, I just thought of that. I was like, oh, that would be great if it just went back to the
one of the
villain.
things she does have access to that makes her potentially decent at killing minions is aerial, with Aragorn. You do have to put it out, but you get access to stuff like Daibon.
Yep.
Which is basically the aggression aerial card.
That does a bunch of damage. Oh, it does 1 to everything.
No,
right?
it does 1 damage, but if you potentially could get like Hone Technique out and stuff, then it's like 4. I think that's like one of the best.
Well, yeah, that's a 3-card buildup you'd have to have without
2 of them being permanents, to be fair.
Well, sure, but without getting anything that removes them. You know what I mean?
I mean, you would sack like plenty of other things, I think, before.
Well, assuming you had any
like
other things. But yes.
I mean, she has plenty of upgrades and stuff you could play.
Yeah.
Anyways, she's like decent at it. I mean, I think the 2 heroes you're probably thinking of, like Thor, is definitely one of them.
Thor for sure with his lightning strike, and Rocket.
But also the card draw.
Rocket just because one of his weapons hits everything in front of somebody, right?
Yep.
But Rocket is even more specific to. I mean, Rocket's really good against Ultron because he wants to overkill them all, and his one weapon, I think, only does 2 damage, if I'm not mistaken.
The pistols do, yeah.
To everybody. No. Doesn't he have a rocket launcher or something that does 2 damage to everything in front of you?
I think it's like, isn't it 3?
Oh, if it's 3, but even then,
it's not overkill.
Right, you want to overkill with him because doesn't he draw a card for everything he overkills? Am I crazy on that?
Yeah, everything you overkill, he does. Oh yeah, it's 2 damage to the villain and each minion to that player. That's the rocket launcher.
Yeah, so it's only 2. So even Ultron, he loves Ultron phase 1 drones, but phase 2 drones, they have 2 health already, so he doesn't get his overkill bonus. But it still kills them all, right? Like, he doesn't mind a bunch of minions.
He also doesn't have a limit on his response, murdered you. So if you're killing a bunch of minions, you can get a card for each one you kill.
And so actually a good card for him is the aggression card that taunts and brings stuff in front of you, right? It does 1 damage.
Looking for trouble?
Yeah, is that what it is? It's 1 damage and brings it in front of you?
Oh no, that's get over here. You have to be aerial though, and he doesn't have that.
Okay. And Thor doesn't either, right? Or does
Thor is aerial from hammer.
Right, that's right.
Get over here. It came in Thor's pack.
And,
the deal 1 damage does not require aerial. The aerial requires you to bring the minion over.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So I think, and we're talking about Thor and Rocket, they're good at taking out lots of minions. I still think Valkyrie's good at getting rid of 1 big minion. or two medium-sized minions. Like Valkyrie's got that going for her. Whereas I think Thor and Rocket definitely wants a bunch of wimpy minions. Thor doesn't care. He can just take out whatever if he gets a big enough hand size. Like he doesn't care if they're big, small, a million, none. He'd love to get a bunch of minions in front of him. Use that card that like draws you a card for every minion in front of you. Find a million lightning resources and just blast them all to death. Now the only negative with that is you do have to survive all the attacks he'd have to take beforehand for having so many minions in front of you.
Yeah. I mean, you have Angela that can pull minions too. One of the best cards because you get to look at the top 10 and pick the minion.
Yeah.
Which is much better than looking for trouble where you discard into the minion.
Yep.
The benefit of the discard though is that it's put into play and not revealed. But I believe Angela's is is revealed. I think that's correct. No, it's put into play, so it's actually the same. So just better to pick it.
Actually, another hero I thought of that used to be my favorite
Hawkeye?
hero to get rid of a bunch of minions. Hawkeye's good. Again, he does a lot of damage. He could actually even do two big minions.
He has explosive arrow.
Oh, that's true. What is that? 3 to everybody in front of a player?
Yep.
Yeah, that's pretty good. So Hawkeye's another one. But we always forget about our favorite Black Panther. Especially if he can get off multi-Wakanda Forevers late in the game. He has something that does damage to all of them. He has something that pulls damage off of them and heals yourself. He has something that does a decent amount of damage. So he's another one that can go multiple ways. The other thing is early on, especially against somebody like Ultron, he has Retaliate also, which is, Captain America has that as well, which is not bad for dealing with smaller minions. Well, Captain America is another one that can also ready, so he could take care of 2 minions a turn, smaller minions even early in the game.
Yeah, if we want to continue with, there's some other heroes I think on the list for me. Nova is another one, just because he has that card in his set that is Unleash the Nova Force. So you can build a deck around wanting to kill a minion because every time he defeats an enemy, he gets to draw a card and ready, which obviously coupled with his helmet means you're getting a resource and a card out of that.
Yep.
Which seems really good. So you can like just keep the hits coming.
Quicksilver too, actually. Any hero that can keep readying themselves.
Quicksilver doesn't have an innate way to continue to ready forever.
Right. Well, he gets at least 2 attacks a turn for free.
Right. But yeah, I mean, Unleash the Nova Force can essentially like be forever in theory, but obviously you run out of stuff eventually.
Wild resources, right? Or your helmet provides a wild resource.
Your helmet provides it, and then basically Unleash the Nova Force, if you play that, every minion you kill, whether it's in front of you or not, draws you a card and readies you, which then readies your helmet, right? And so you're basically getting a card draw and a wild resource out of every minion you kill.
And people said Valkyrie would be broken if you made her glow 0. And that's basically the same thing.
Well, this is a one of where Deathblow you can do all the time.
Yes.
You only have 2 copies of that, or not one of. There's 2 copies and it's an event, so you have to play it. I think it's like 2 costs or something, so it's not super cheap. So you kind of have to like, in theory, have enough to make up for it. There's that. Another hero I was thinking of that I think is pretty good out of the box. A War Machine. He has Scorched Earth, right?
And he's got his shoulder cannon or whatever too, which just does 1 damage up to 5 times every time he flips down.
Yeah, but Scorched Earth is 3 damage to every single enemy, regardless if they're in front of you or not.
No, so are you talking like really the good. Ally one?
No, hero.
Okay.
Scorched Earth.
Doesn't the ally do damage to everybody in front of you too?
It's like take 2 damage. It's Iron Man's signature ally.
Yeah.
It's like take 2 damage, and then he does like 1 damage. It's terrible. Because he costs 4 too. So he's like not cheap.
Yeah.
So there's him. I think you can make a good argument as well for Wolverine with his innate ability to trigger on attacks. Like he has a bunch of ones that, hit multiple targets.
Even Well, Black Widow, every time she triggers an event, she can poke a damage, and she's got some when an enemy enters play, when a minion enters play, stun them. So there's a lot of preparations that she can do to she could she could focus on minion destruction if she wanted to.
Yeah, but I think
And
she
minion
has more
control.
minion management or utility than necessarily like pure kill,
Sure.
which I think these other heroes are probably more built around.
Yes.
Um, I think another hero potentially too is like Nebula. So some of her techniques, she has like the ones that are like overkill, and she can get retaliate as well. But I'm thinking about which one is it? Cutthroat Ambition. It gives her piercing and overkill, so you can get past kind of those sneaky tough enemies as well.
Yeah.
And it applies to any attack for her if you can get that out and time it. So you can use events and or basic, right?
Yeah, and we've seen Ironheart. I mean, Ironheart's just ridiculous late game, right? Like getting rid of whatever she wants with those little counters. Because I do two here, I do two there. I don't care if you have tough. I'll poke it off with this one, and then I'll do three more counters to get rid of like four more. Six. Even if you have six life. So late game, I think she's really good. But she is a build up hero. It's going to take a while to get there.
Um, Another as you start getting to aspects and stuff, which I guess we can dig into, unless you
Well,
have other heroes you want to talk about.
no, I mean the Wolverine ally is really good, right? If you can get piercing right away. There's another one that does piercing too. What's the other ally?
Black Knight
Black Knight.
leadership.
Yep. The leadership. So you get an aggression hero, a leadership, or an aggression ally, a leadership ally, both. Yep, with piercing, which is good only obviously if they have tough. But I mean, it seems like some of the tougher minions to get rid of have tough.
Um, I think another hero that is potentially decent at it too is Cyclops with your priority targets.
Oh yeah,
At least it like feels good to kill minions,
yeah. I
because
think he
everyone
wants to
likes to draw your
kill
cards.
one a turn, uh, just because he only gets to do that optic blast like once a turn.
Yep,
But he can even do it against big ones with his like big blast.
yep,
And
full
that gets
blast.
overkill too.
Yep,
So
and then you can use Phoenix to help recur that card back potentially.
yep,
Um, One of the ones that I think one of the heroes I think that leans the best, maybe segue into some aspects, is probably gonna be Miss Marvel, because of how she deals with events.
yeah. So she can recur
Um,
him with aggression.
she can recur them, and then she can also boost the damage instances for Embiggen. So I think like some cards that are worth kind of talking about are going to be obviously. I think the easiest ones are going to be in the Aggression suite.
Yep.
Um, so like cards I'm thinking about for Miss Marvel are some of the new ones that came out in kind of the Sister Motive cycle.
When I can
But
pull him up too.
I'm thinking about cards like No Quarter, which if you kill a enemy, it does 4 damage. If you kill an enemy for each amount of overkill, you get to discard cards, and every aggression card that you discard, you get to put into your hand. So within Biggin, you can increase that by 2, so you can do 6 damage instead.
Right.
So you can potentially draw like a lot of cards or discard cards, and if you're running a ton of aggression events, which she probably is, if you're Miss Marvel, right?
Yep.
You get to actually put those back into your hand, and then just like keep it going, right? So that's like a pretty good combo that she can kind of get through cards there. Obviously, follow through I think makes a lot of sense if you're kind of going for minion killing because then you get overkill. Um,
Yeah. Wait. What's follow through? It's an aggression event also.
it's an aggression. It's a 2 cost aggression upgrade,
Oh,
and
it's an upgrade.
yeah, it's like when you like do damage over, it like increases it by 1,
Right.
and so it's an upgrade. You can have 3 of them out, so you actually do +3.
Yep.
Which is pretty good. Uh, Other events I think where you want to get mileage out of killing minions. You think about stuff like Into the Fray. So
What's the cost on
follow
that?
through. It's a 3 cost
Oh, I
aggression
got it. Yep.
event.
6 damage to a
Um,
minion for each access point. Remove 1 threat from the scheme.
yep. So obviously with follow through, that gets you, another potentially 1 to 3 on
Yeah.
top of that. And if using Miss Marvel, you can embiggen that for another 2. So you can actually move like tons of threat that way.
And Dive Bomb was one we were talking about earlier, which is 7 damage, 1 to each other enemy. And you have to be aerial, though. And you combine that with what's the upgrade called?
Hone Technique, 3
Uh,
cost.
yep, Hone Technique. Now, it does require 2 mental, and then you have to pay a mental to pay it. But increase the amount of damage by the printed cost. So the great part about Dive Bomb is it costs 4. So 4 plus 7 is 11 damage to the primary enemy, and then 4 plus 1 to each other enemy. And it doesn't even say in front of a player. It's literally every enemy on the board, which
Yep.
is,
It's the benefit of being aerial, I guess.
yeah. Yeah. I mean, actually, that would be good with, what's her name? With Ironheart, who we just saw.
Yep.
She has a very easy time getting mental resources, and yeah, gosh, that would be ridiculous. And she gets aerial, right? I mean, doesn't take long for her to get aerial, so
Yep.
she doesn't have to draw cards. She doesn't have to do anything extra. Um, what do you think about Hulk? Not Hulk hero, Hulk ally. 2
It's
costs,
fine.
3 attack, 5 life. So he's getting rid of at least 1 smaller minion a turn. But if he draws a fist, then he does 2 damage to a different enemy. If he's a lightning bolt, he does 1 to each character. I mean, that would be good in the Ultron scenario. And you hope other people don't have allies that they're too attached to. Of course, mental's the bad one where you got to discard Hulk.
Yeah, I mean dice roll. Potentially you could run like a Hulk shield deck with Spider Woman.
Yeah. I
So you
mean,
can
Bug
like
wasn't around when Ultron came out, but Bug's pretty good Ultron counter as well. And so is Yandu, of course. Yandu is the leadership.
I feel like the original is Black Cat.
So, which aspect is Black Cat?
Black Cat is a Spider-Man signature ally.
Well, yeah.
2 costs, but she was the first ally that existed that didn't have consequential for attacking. So it came in the core set.
Yeah, well, and there's another one too. So Yandu is 1 attack that's ranged also, so it doesn't even care about retaliate. 4 cost is expensive, but no consequential damage is pretty ridiculous. There's the other one that heals. That's an aggression hero that heals after they kill.
No, that's it's an aggression event. It's
Ally.
called moment of triumph.
No. I was thinking of the aggression ally, Tigra.
Oh,
After
Tigra
Tigra attacks
from
and
the core
defeats a
set.
minion, heal 1 damage from her. Yep. So that was another core set ally that could stick around if you wanted her to. Again, only for weaker minions, of course. Not just weaker, but also if you want to weaken them yourself and then have her finish them off.
Yeah. Other kind of good tech and aggression, just kind of round out aggression. Hand cannons, obviously, that kind of give you +2 attack and overkill for basic attacks.
Yep.
Moment of triumphs, which we mentioned. So if you're doing a ton of extra damage, like maybe in that Miss Marvel thing, or in like Hulk or whatever, right? Or you can get that healing out of it, in addition
Yep.
to the damage you're doing. So getting kind of similar to like what I was trying to do with like taking damage and being able to get mileage out of it. Kind of playing double duty, right? Like getting health and also maybe doing damage to the villain, removing threat from the main scheme
I
with
mean,
Into the Fray.
the other thing is if you're doing a minion specific scenario, or if you are planning on being focusing on minions, Hall of Heroes. So you place
Yep.
a glory counter on it, alter ego, remove 3 to draw 3. Pretty good.
Yep. You do have to have the ability to flip, but I think like we were saying, or I was saying earlier, like I think Professor X and Psylocke really opens the door for that a lot more in aggression, which is fantastic. Because I think in the past maybe especially if you're playing true solo, you may not feel like you have the. I think it was common for me. Like I didn't include Hall of Heroes because it felt really hard to flip down in some
Yeah.
of those things. So like not having that confused made it super risky on some of these. Like I mean, there's 7
Well,
threat, right? Like
solo,
on this. Yep.
solo specifically, yeah.
Yep. Uh, some other aggression cards that are I think were so we talked about Angela looking for trouble.
Yep.
Chase him down from the core set. It's a 0 cost event. When you kill a minion, you can remove 2 threat off of any scheme, which is I think really unique because I think a lot of that aspect off justice aspect cards really only let you remove stuff off the main scheme.
Yep.
So chase them down does have that flexibility, which is great.
So
And then
bring it was the card
yeah,
I was thinking of. There's another 0
yeah,
cost.
for the card draw.
Yep.
There in some of the other aspects as well. There's a little bit of minion tech that I'm thinking of. In Justice, there is Stealth Strike, which is 3 cost event, does 4 damage to an enemy, and if you kill that enemy, you get to remove 2 threat. So definitely like geared towards minion management there. And the other one is Interrogation Room, I can think of off the top of my head, which is anytime you kill a minion, earn it, you get to exhaust it to remove a threat.
So wait, what is that one again? I'm sorry.
It's a support Interrogation Room. I believe it costs 1.
Interrogation Room support cost 1. Yep. After you defeat a minion. Yep. To remove a threat.
Yeah.
Well, that doesn't help you defeat minions. It helps you.
No, it just like I feel like at this point to some degree, like you're talking about like Black Widow stuff. I think this is just minion tech, right? Like
yeah.
Like
you also
want to run this. You want to run this in like probably a heavy minion scenario.
Right. Yes. Beat Cop's good too. I mean, it used to be better, I feel like, when there wasn't as many options. But just being able to thwart every turn and then eventually say, you know what? This Beat Cop's done his job removing threat every turn. Now I'm going to use it to do some blasting at the end of the game to get rid of some minions who are blocking you, some guard minions or whatever else. I think it's a good card for that. Like, it helps you keep threat under control, and it also can be good anti-minion tech at the end of the game. Because how many games have we had it where it's like, okay, we're killing him next turn. Oh, crap, I just drew a guard minion or whatever else, right? And now your whole plan has to change to try to get around it.
Yep. At least off the top of my head, those are all I can think about for Justice. Kind of moving to protection. I think we've gotten some. There's obviously like kind of the hard knocks that came in the Guardian cycle, which is like Stealth Strike, but it gives you a tough when you kill an enemy.
What? Hard knocks.
Hard knocks. Yeah, 3 cost protection event.
Yep. Now, do you have all this off the top of your head, Terence? Are you like
off the top of my head.
Walking encyclopedia of
I mean, don't you literally ask me cards all the time on stream? You're like, let me describe this card, and then I give you the name of it.
I mean, yeah, that's pretty amazing. So 4 damage to an enemy if it's defeated by this attack. Give your hero a tough status card.
Yep.
I wonder.
Yeah.
I wonder.
Really good in Wolverine, actually.
Good in Wolverine, but I also wonder if it wouldn't be good for Iron Man. Not Iron Man. What's his name? Colossus.
Yeah, I think it is in the Colossus. You would put that and Perseverance in the Colossus deck for like tough tech.
Yeah.
Potentially you could think about Tenacity too. Though that is debatable. I feel like that has been a card people don't like very much because it's the 2 cost core set card from basic. That's like, oh no, that's the ready one. Invulnerability didn't come in the core set, but it's like 3 costs superpower to like give yourself a tough status. Super expensive.
Yeah, well, that's a basic aspect, right?
Yeah, it's basic. Back when they made basic,
actually there's
less good.
Well, yeah. No, there's that other card that they just came out. I think it's protection, where you attack them before they attack you. Which one is that?
Powerful punch.
What is the cost?
It's a 2 cost, I believe.
2 cost.
Powerful punch. It's the attack defense event that I was using with Shadowcat.
Yeah, when the enemy
It's
initiates attack, deal 4 damage to that enemy.
Yep. So you can use it to kill. Obviously, if you couple that with Miss Marvel, you can boost that up to 6. So that actually makes it even more versatile.
And draw back to your hand.
And draw back to your hand, yeah. Another card in that vein, especially in Miss Marvel's kit, is First Hit. It's a 1-cost protection event, if you want to pull that up.
Yep. Got it.
So specific to minions, so it's not as versatile as Powerful Punch. Yep. But, like 2 damage, honestly, not that interesting. Like, I feel like we've gone past, like, 2 health minions for the most part at this point. I think a lot of them are at 3.
But with Miss Marvel getting it to 4, much more interesting.
Yeah, much more interesting. Actually, Protection Miss Marvel decks, I think, are... I remember, like, Kenny Hawk did one of those, like... definitely, like, changes the curve, on, like, some of these cards of, like, how useful they are. Like,
yeah.
I think First Hit was not that interesting to me, but I think in Miss Marvel, it is a much more interesting card.
Well, yeah, when you can use it twice and one of them for 4. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's actually in the same window, so you can actually recur it and then bring it back, so you could do 6 potentially.
Oh, to that 1.
Yeah, you can't like you can't obviously like boost it the second time.
Got it. Yeah, it makes sidestep look less good. Prevent 3 damage.
Well, sidestep's pretty good because you can use that on the villain.
Yeah, I mean it's just 1 though. I guess it could go up to 3. Oh no, it's a defense. It's not even an attack and defense card. That's interesting. So I think sidesteps before they came out with the attack/defense, or at least they weren't doing it regularly.
Yeah, because I think it's a deal, so it's not actually an attack, which gets you around.
It's only if you paid for it with a lightning. That's why that part is the attack part is. I mean, you could be stunned. That's the nice part.
Yep. You can be stunned. It gets around retaliate, stuff like that. But yeah, you can't boost it with Embiggen because it's not an attack.
So the only thing we haven't really talked is leadership, right? Oh, but go ahead if you want to stay protection.
There's some more stuff in protection actually because it is built around, I guess, like damage and getting attacked, which turns out is what minions do if you leave them around. Nova, this is a card you mentioned and you had in your Ironheart deck
originally.
But you can couple the Nova ally in protection to help you eke out that extra damage as well. So you can pay that lightning to kind of, when an enemy initiates attack, do that 2 damage. So
2 damage. Yep.
So it gives you a lot more flexibility potentially on like trying to get that health amount to like not have to deal with it on your turn, but deal with it on the villain's turn.
Yep. Well, if you get it down to 2, then she can finish it off.
Yeah, down to 2, or it just makes like First Hit and Powerful Punch more versatile and useful if you have Nova around.
Yep.
They're kind of the last card I can think of is the ones that came out in this X-Men cycle, Mutant Genesis, is Pinned Down. That's that 0-cost upgrade, I believe. That does the -2 to like a -2 attack to the minion that you attach it
to. It's a 0-cost. Yep. -2 attack. Yep.
So you can attach to the minion, so it's like it combos with Cyclops' tactics synergy, but I even think for stuff like one of the heroes I'm thinking about now that I think like Brant loves, Vision of his like pull all the minions deck. You could use this like if he's on not phase but intangible form. That's like -2, and then you get also the 2 that he doesn't take. So you could potentially have a like 4 attack damage. Minion. Yeah, it's pretty good, right? But it also allows you to just this I think fits in line with maybe the Black Widow stuff you're talking about, just like utility, right? Like allowing you to kind of keep minions around that maybe you don't have the cards to deal with it, or
and it's 0 cost. That almost gets rid of every minion's attack. I mean, even Monster becomes a 1 attack, and one attack is just way better than 3, right? Like,
Yeah, exactly. You're like, oh, like maybe I don't care about that, because maybe you also have like energy barriers, other stuff where you're like able to, move
well, and then Goblin Knight
damage.
is 2 damage, and if they do damage, they do something, right? But if they're
Yeah, so
not
you
doing any
can leave it
damage,
around.
yeah, you can just leave that around forever and not care about it.
Um, there's some fun combos with this too. I've played a protection Phoenix deck where it allows you to basically keep minions around until you get your like psionic mind control card.
Yep.
And then you can be like, oh, this is the minion I want to control, right? Like it's hard to sometimes time the like minion you want to actually mind control because you only have one copy of it, right, in
Right.
your deck. So that tech potentially allows you to basically leave some stuff around. You can
But
leave
wouldn't
stuff
it
around.
lower
So
their attack even when it's in front of you?
I believe it does,
Yeah, so
but
it's
you can use it for thwarting or something,
right,
right?
of course. Yeah.
Or jumping uh or does it falls off, right? Because then they become an ally.
Oh, they're not a minion anymore. I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know
Yeah,
the
because I
answer to
think
that.
it's attached. Like, well, it doesn't fall off; it stays on there, I think. But like, they're not a minion, so that passive effect I think doesn't apply anymore.
It says a attached minion gets -2 attack. Yeah, so it wouldn't be a minion anymore. I see what you're
Yeah,
saying.
because then they become an ally,
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, that's kind of neat.
treated as a controlled ally.
Look
Blanket
at you,
stack
Terrence,
slots.
breaking the game.
So there's that. I think the other kind of cool combo that is in protection if you're doing web warrior stuff is we've played, and I think we've actually done some really cool stuff with Spider UK, where like when it defends, it deals damage to number of web warriors back. So like you
Yeah.
can use it to basically kill off minions without having to deal with them by like decreasing their attacks so Spider UK is not taking any damage, and then you're just like punching back essentially.
Now, wait, does he do it first? Because it says when he defends against an attack, deal damage.
Yeah,
So
so he
it's
does
the
it
moment
first, but
you
you
declare.
might not be able to kill that minion, right? So you can use it to basically do it across multiple turns or something.
Right. Deal damage to the attacking enemy minion equal to the number of web warriors. Okay.
Um, but yeah, so definitely some like cool things. I feel like aggression and protection definitely have some of the probably the most stuff around this, just
Well, I mean,
because
even Ironheart
both
when you
sides of
or
that coin.
Iron Fist when you think about it. I mean, just the stunning. 3 damage is good, but like it can also stun. Certainly, you'd prefer to do that on the villain, but it'll help you deal with a Ronin style. Oh,
Ronin's immune.
Ronin's immune to
Of
stun. Yeah.
course he is. Kind of in that vein though, like what you're going for, as well as like Professor X actually allows you to stun a minion specifically
Yep.
if you don't want that confused, because maybe the villain is stalwart, right, or
Yep.
steady.
Exactly.
But yeah, I mean similar
Yeah,
to
and then
Iron
that
Fist and
confused
Mockingbird
is
and
good.
all those things, but
Yep. Well, I mean, just
um,
chumping in general is good. There aren't many minions with overkill. Um. So.
yeah, thank God so far. That's
Yeah.
true.
So I think just chumping in general. Now there are ally minions that do like the sharks I'm thinking specifically that do whatever it's called, indirect damage. So you can't just put all the damage on an ally or whatever.
Yep, definitely true.
All right, well let's quickly hit leadership because I mean it's been a good discussion so far.
Yeah, trying to think leadership cards. I feel like there is not like nearly as many obvious ones that come to mind for leadership.
Well, they just have a lot of ally boosting stuff in general, right? So they can use their
Yeah,
allies to remove minions, whether it's putting laser
yeah,
blasters or inspireds on them, whatever, just to get them up.
yeah. I mean, I think probably the one that is very specific is going to be Gentle that came out in
Which is an
X-Men.
ally.
Because he takes an additional consequential damage for attacking the villain. So he definitely really is incentivized for hitting minions. He's a 3 cost.
Yep.
leadership, 3 attack. I think he's kind of one of the few allies that like actually have very specific kind of anti-villain synergy.
I mean, 3 attack against a minion's pretty good. He could do that twice and then attack the villain,
Yep.
or chump for you, or
Yeah.
whatever. Black Knight we talked about only has 2 attack though. That's the
Yeah,
thing.
but it does get rid of that tough.
Piercing is so good. There's so many, like the most annoying stuff in the game. Seems like it's piercing.
Probably the one that came in the core set that I kind of forgot about is Hawkeye leadership.
Well, Squirrel Girl also doing 1 to everything is nice, but Hawkeye is what
3
cost?
costs. He's the one that comes with the 4 arrow counters.
Yep.
I felt like he used to be a staple back in the day when we didn't have nearly as many, I guess, like just allies in general.
Yep.
Still actually like really solid, especially coupled with some
solid.
of the Black Widow tech too, right? Of like do damage when minion comes out, or like do 2 damage, trigger some other thing, do another damage to a minion. Really good at really good memories of him.
Response also.
Yep. So you get to choose when he shoots the arrow, which is fantastic.
Yep.
In X-Men, I'm thinking of coordinated attack. It's one of the leadership cards that come in Cyclops' precon, I believe. But it's you attach the minion, then they take -1 consequential damage. Each ally that attacks it.
Is that a specific to
0? It's a 0 cost leadership upgrade.
Yeah, it's just leadership. That's right.
Yep. So I think that one is obviously very specific to minion tech. There's one in Aggression in a similar vein that's like I'm trying to remember the name of it.
Coordinated attack. I don't see it for some reason. Oh, it's an upgrade.
Coordinated.
It's an upgrade. It's an upgrade. That's why.
Because
Yep. Yeah. Of course. Yep. -1 consequential from attacking.
Yeah. Very, very specific to minions. Yeah. I don't know.
No, it's good though. I mean, well, Sky Cycle.
Yep.
And there's some Sky Cycle combined with something else. It's like aerial damage for every aerial.
Well, Sky Cycle also requires Avenger, so they have to be an Avenger because I remember using that in my Black Cat deck. And she is not an Avenger, so you have to run Honorary Avenger to put that on her.
Air Supremacy is what it's called. It's a hero in action. Choose up to X enemies, where X is equal to the number of aerial characters you control. Deal 3 damage to each chosen enemy. So if you're building a Air Supremacy deck with Sky Cycle, or Sky Cycles and/or just aerial allies, it's only good if there's a bunch of different minions, right? Or enemies.
Yep.
I guess it could theoretically be good against...
You can just go to face, right? Just go to the boss.
Well, right, but that's only 1 if you have 1 here. I mean, you don't want to pay 2 to do 3 damage to 1 person, right?
Yep.
Like, when it becomes good is when you're doing it to multiple. And in fact, Air Supremacy with, I guess it's an aggression card, the one that does what we were talking about earlier, would do 5 to everybody because it costs 2. But you'd need somebody to play that aggression card on you if they even could. I can't remember.
You can't play it on you. No.
Oh
yeah. Most events are like an extension. Like most event action kind of things are an extension of the hero or whatever. So
yeah,
can't really do it. There is another ally that I just remembered from my Cyclops deck, Mirage. Mostly just because it's really hard probably to trigger this on the villain. But she's a 3 cost.
3 cost.
Psionic X-Men, but when she enters play, you can choose an enemy whose scheme is less than Mirage's thwart.
Yeah.
And she has a base 2 thwart. But if you couple that with something like Danger Room, you can actually attach a training upgrade to get her up to 3.
Got
it. Or you could use something like, I think it's like Effective Leadership is the resource card that get like when you play an ally with this, they get +1/+1.
Yep.
So there's ways to like boost it up so it's higher, but
yeah, Effective
I think
Leadership.
I think because her innate thwart is 2, it means like someone has to have a basically 1, right?
I mean, I don't
Um,
understand. Like, I think she's like trying to fix what's her name? Who's just too
who?
good? Um, the course that 3 costs just stuns whoever.
Mockingbird?
Mockingbird. Yeah, she's just like a worse version of Mockingbird. Now you can put both of them in your deck, obviously. I mean, the only thing she has going for better than Mockingbird is her 2 thwart instead of 1. But Mockingbird has 3 life instead of 2, if I remember correctly.
She does.
And she auto stuns for the same 3 cost, which is like stupid.
But Mirage is X-Men traded, which turns out means a lot these days. Um,
Sure.
X-Men's worth more than Shield, generally,
Yes.
as a trait. Because you can couple that with like like if you're playing leadership X-Men, you're probably running Uncanny X-Men. So like in some senses, Mirage is like 2 costs, right? And 3
Sure.
hit points. Like that's like kind of the downside of like these like I guess team support cards is like I feel like they balance the allies
Right. You
as
can't.
if you had that card out, right? Like
Well, but to some degree, it probably should be that way because you want to only run them in those teams, right? You don't want Mirage to be everywhere. I mean, honestly, I don't love the fact that.
I'm running Professor X all the time now.
Well, no, Professor X is fine. I don't have as much of a problem with Professor X and or Nick
Psylocke.
Fury as I do somebody like what's her name? We just talked about her. Who stuns everybody? Mockingbird.
Mockingbird.
Like Nick Fury and Professor X are in every cartoon. It feels like, right, or every movie or every whatever.
Well, Professor X
Whereas,
is only really in X-Men stuff.
well, yeah, I mean, you're now talking about crossing the streams. I don't mind that, but like if there was even, he's gonna be there. Like, whereas Mockingbird's not in any stuff really. So like, why is she showing up in every deck? You know what I mean? Like thematically, that just bothers me more than if it's Nick Fury showing up for a second, going away, or
I mean that's
Professor
like
X.
everyone running Maria Hill though. Like
Yeah,
uh, I feel like you're gonna complain about Mockingbird. I feel like Maria Hill's like a significantly worse offender.
I don't because I
Like
feel like Mockingbird. Well, because Mockingbird is basic, I feel like she was run much more. Now maybe not as much anymore, but I still always consider her every time I'm making a deck. It's like, do I put Mockingbird in or not? Um, it doesn't matter what aspect. Whereas Maria Hill, I think she's part of the reason people didn't like leadership. Is like they just had so many like cheap allies like Maria Hill. Um, that kind of felt cheap to play.
uh, yeah, I mean I guess you can make the argument going back to your point about like it's a worse version of Mockingbird. But yeah, man, I think you have to take into account Uncanny X-Men, and there's no equivalent for Shield.
Sure, that drops the cost by 2 and gives her an extra
Or
hit point.
drops the cost by 1, but then you also have like yeah, I mean it gives her an additional hit point, so she's actually at 3 hit points, 2 thwart, 1 attack that costs 2, and she's psionic traded, which means she unlocks stuff like Cerebro.
Sure.
If you're running that, and then
But
there are ways
Uncanny
to kind of
X-Men costs 3, by the way. It's not like it's just like a free card, and you have to get it before you draw a Mirage, right? So it's
yeah, but you're probably drawing through your deck more than once. But that's true of all the team cards, right? Like I feel like that's the difficulty of these team cards is like they're hard to balance because they have to make them expensive because they're so good. I mean, even at 3, I feel like Uncanny X-Men's undercosted, like as a side tangent, because it is easily the best one. Like,
well, I think it is dependent on when you draw it. If you draw it in your opening hand, it's very different than if you draw it in your last draw of your first time through the deck.
even in my last draw, my first time through deck, I play it.
Well, most times depends where you are in the game. I think it's more of a discussion then, depending on where you are in the game. Whereas, I think if you draw it first hand, it's almost obvious. I mean, unless it's up against a mansion or something else that basically gets you a free card every turn or a free resource every turn. I mean, that maybe would be up for discussion.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like for 3, like you get an additional hit point in addition to the card reduction, and you can play potentially more than one ally a turn. There is no limit.
Sure.
And your leadership. So, I mean, it probably depends how you build the deck. The Cyclops deck, I actually would value Uncanny X-Men well over a Mansion, just because I'm running regroups, I'm recurring allies back into my hand. I'm like playing them constantly. So even if I cycled in the last hand on my first draw, you have to have something pretty exceptional for me not to play it.
Right.
And just compared to all the other team cards, it is better.
I mean, the Guardians one isn't bad when you upgrade an ally draw card.
I almost never play this card.
I mean, it's not bad, though. Like, if you're doing a Voltron Guardians deck?
It costs you... like, each upgrade costs you at least 1. So you're just, like, cycling for 1. Yeah. So you have to, like, 1, you have to run enough upgrades, which, like, generally in Guardian decks, I'm not.
Well, sure.
Because you're going to run nowhere, and you care about cycling. The thing is, like, your Guardians don't stay around long enough. So, like, I feel like you care more about, like, nowhere to basically draw cards when you play Guardians.
Well, of course, yeah. And
then you cycle them. So, like, it feels like it's, like, kind of anti-synergy with that, right? It's like you play these things, you want them to last a decent amount because you're spending all this money to upgrade it. But then, like, if they never leave, then you don't get the card draw again. And so it's like, it feels just kind of weird. I don't know. I don't like it.
Yeah. Do you ever run Command Team? 2 cost support, exhaust Command Team, and remove a counter from it to ready an ally. So for 2 costs, you get 3 readies of allies.
Yes, I do run Command Team. But it's not an auto include.
No, for sure not. But I think if you're doing a Voltron like Yondu or whatever else, certainly be ridiculous.
I think it's obviously good in that. You would even run Get Readies and stuff in there. I think it's also good in another archetype, which is the Sneak Attack archetype, where you're like sneaking allies in and they leave at the end of the turn, so you want to get more mileage out of them.
Yep. I mean, it's good with like Fury and Professor X too, right?
Yeah, Fury, Professor X. You can run it in. It like works great in Shield as Shield package.
It is Shield traded. Yep.
Specifically like Spider-Woman Shield because she can run Leadership and Justice.
Yeah.
So you get access to Maria Hill, Command Team, and all the Justice cards.
Yeah, that seems real good.
So that's a super fun deck. You haven't played it, but I feel like we are veering
way away from
far off of
Minion. All right, but I think that was a good discussion about Minions. I mean, bottom line is there's a lot of cards now that deal specifically with minions or help you deal with minion heavy scenarios. And the decision I guess you have to make for yourself is, do you build decks specifically to take out minions? Because I do think if you're going to use a lot of these cards, you want to make sure there's a decent number of minions in the scenario you're playing. That way you get, decent value out of them.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think that's good for tonight. We've covered a lot. It's definitely almost an hour discussion. So we're right on track, Terence. 2 hours of gameplay, 1 hour of discussion.
Back to the golden days.
Yes. Well, we'll try to keep these shorter. Maybe make them a little more focused next time, like dealing with minions with justice. You know what I mean? Rather than making it a let's talk about every hero in every aspect.
Out here, I thought you were like in Marvel CDB or something.
No. Yeah, I was just pulling them out on the TTS mod. Cool. All right, Terence. Well, great playing with you. Great talking to you as always. We are going to come back with a new set of heroes next week. Our goal is actually to play through all the heroes this year, maybe even in the first 6 months of the year. So I guess we'll have to look back, see who we played last week, and take them off the table.
Are you going to keep a spreadsheet? Like where you tick them off?
It's not that hard to do, right? Like I'll just print out a
Uh,
list of all the heroes and then cross them off
well, I
as
don't
we
know.
go.
I just know if you're gonna have a thing where you like show it on stream eventually when we get near the end.
I mean, Terrence,
Uh,
that requires much more effort than I am willing to put into this right now. You'll just have to trust us, or go back to every stream and like see what we've played already.
hold us accountable.
Yes. Um, this is like the beer of the month club, which I not beer of the month, but it was like there's this one bar I went to twice in my life, and they have this like beer club you could join, and it's free to join. And they say, oh, if you have like 500 beers, we'll upgrade you with 2 free ounces for every beer for the next, forever. And then if you get to 1,000, you get like $2 off each beer, $1 off, or whatever it ends up being. But the point is, you have to buy different beers each time, and like then they'll keep track of like after you've had however many different beers. I don't know the numbers because clearly I didn't do very well. So the first time I go in, I had 2 beers, and I like marked them off. The next time I went in, it was October. I remember specifically because that's when pumpkin flavored beers are out. And I was like, oh, that pumpkin flavored beer looks good. I'll get that one. Guess what? It was one of the literally 2 beers I had last time. It was the exact same beer. So I failed horribly at like trying to diversify and get different beers. I'm like, oh, that's literally the same beer I ordered last time. I only ordered 2, and one of them sounded good because I had it last time and it was good. And then I realized I wasn't made for like these type of clubs.
I see. Well, there are 4-to-1 heroes, so we will have to repeat. Someone will have to repeat one. Something.
No, I'll just play one solo. Forget you, Terrence. Or we'll have to have Mary on, and we'll do 3 in a week. Or Brain, or whoever.
Yeah. When I made the suggestion, you asked me if I was going to do that by myself, like on stream. And I was like, there's 52 weeks, man. There's no way that's going to happen.
Terrence, we've not missed a week, I don't think. That's...
Well, I just think if you take into account campaigns.
Well,
right?
sure,
like...
and new heroes that will be coming out and everything else.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's going to...
I thought you were challenging 41 yourself, heroes man.
I mean, I can do it solo, just not on stream.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you could do that in a week solo. Let's be honest.
Maybe. I think it'll be hard to actually build that many decks in a week solo, but
Precon, baby. Precons. As Terrence just lost it. Not going to do it. Terrence like, I don't play precons once, let alone 42 times.
I think I've played less than 5 precon games in my life.
Yeah.
And one of them was because you made me, and one of them was when the game wasn't out yet.
Nice. Well, yeah, and when you did your demo or whatever. Yeah, I did make you because it was brand new heroes we were trying to show off. So, all right, everybody. Well, thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week. I don't know what we're going to do next week. Terrence usually comes up with a crazy idea during the week, and we just go with that. But if you have suggestions, what you would like to see us play, let us know. And, we haven't lost in a while, Terrence. I feel like we got to push ourselves next week.
I mean, there's always that Ronin challenge, right? Go back to it at some point.
Yeah, just keep adding Kree Fanatic to every deck you play, and like.
Well, it doesn't have to be Kree Fanatic. I just mean like the actual Ronin villain.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know if I can handle Ronin right now, but.
Or Venom Goblin. There's always Venom Goblin.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to have some high cost.
We can go back to the villains. Yeah, we go back to the villains that we lost on stream but won off stream.
Oh, yeah, because did we ever beat Venom Goblin? I know we beat Ronin, right? There's no way we lost to Ronin.
We beat Ronin, but we didn't beat Venom Goblin on stream.
You're right.
I think we did it twice in a row, and you're like, we
done.
Lost the first week. We played it. We did a practice game off stream, which I'm sure we cheated or something because the audience wasn't there to keep us honest.
Yep.
And then we won that, and I was like, we should have recorded that just for proof. We got totally obliterated on stream.
So there you go. Venom Goblin next week. We'll pick 2 heroes that we think will be good. Probably aggression heroes.
Just double aggression.
I mean, because it's that one card that kills you, right? It's that stupid Goblin Glider.
Yeah, but there's also 3 main schemes, so you also have to handle threat.
Yeah. All right. Well, maybe we're gonna have to pull out Wolverine against Goblin Venom next week. So we'll see. Anyway, all right. Night, everybody. We'll see you soon.
All right,
Bye.
bye.